game show. Waka does a thing with a extra special guest. And, oh yeah, housekeeping. Hey guys. So it's the holidays and the panel has enjoyed the time off. So thank you very much for sticking with us as we drop some extra bits of content over the last couple of weeks. Don't worry, we will be back next week to our normally scheduled content. But first, we have some stuff to talk about. You guys have thrown your votes to us, and well, Vayner's is 2019. We are in 2020 now, and I'm a little disappointed, but you guys want to play RPGs. I don't get it, but hey, if that's what you guys want to do, that's what we're going to do. And I don't know the capacity that we're going to do it with. I don't think it's going to work the same way that Vayner's did. We might toy with having only doing it for half a year for focus, or maybe even making it a full year with some sub-genres thrown in there. But RPGs is a big toy box there. Vayner's had less than 100 titles throughout Xbox and Xbox 360. RPGs amass something crazy like 550 different games. So, yeah, everybody has them. Nobody plays them. Okay, people play them, but it's very broad. And so we'll probably make a channel in Discord. Like, it's so broad, I don't even know really how to start it. So look for that in the coming days, and we'll figure it out together. But RPGs was the winner for the genre thing. The other thing that you guys have voted for were the Cheevies, and that show will happen, I think, next week. It'll be the first show of the year. We're gonna go over some of those awards and see what won, see what you guys picked for our little award show. So RPGs, Cheevies next week, panels back next week. Get any questions you have in. Let's enjoy this show. Happy New Year. Take it away. But first, top 3 things that will happen likely next week when everybody's here. Patreon drawing, Gamertag Challenge winner, and probably a song by L.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cheevo, your favorite show that has nothing to do with ripping off any other shows. So, tonight we have a returning champion, Mr. Brer Rocker. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Alright, so that was a big win last time, right?
It was a big win, and I won't say it was easy, but I'm just sitting over here sipping on some Baja Blast.
All right. Fantastic. Well, we have a brand new set of challengers for you tonight since you proved so dominant last time. We have, joining us from all over the Merca, we got Redemption Denied.
What's up, everybody?
Is that right? Oh, my goodness.
What's going on?
We brought in the ringers.
I don't know about that. When you play as many crappy games as I do, you tend to forget about half of them, so I don't have high expectations, but we'll see how this goes.
All right. I'll never forget. I think my favorite Red quote was, "Let's cheer." No, let's not. I love that one. That was the last time we had you.
I was really hoping that was going to come up in this game show. No, I don't think it will.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. That's, the next contestant joins us from up north somewhere. We have X. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm a little sleepy. It's past my bedtime, but...
Oh, man. I would say something about Buttercup, but I won't sexually harass you.
Hey, I need my beauty sleep.
We appreciate you roughing it to be here with us.
It's No Shave November, so I can hide it a little bit.
It's what, 9 o'clock there?
Yep, 8:53.
All right, we better get this started, man. You're gonna
Burning the
turn into a
midnight
pumpkin
oil.
or something. You are more. Okay, so and our last contestant of the night will be Mr. Kushmoosh. How are you doing, buddy?
Not bad. How are you guys doing?
All right, we got people from all over. We got Gamer Score galore. We got Indie Lovin', and we got Crappy Game Lovin'. Oh, we all love crappy games. But anyway, let's just roll with this now. The big board has now been reset. We got 9 categories for you tonight. All right. So
The board is bigger and better.
it is. They vary in gamer score from 5 to 40. So the lower end questions are worth 5 gamer score. The upper end is 40 gamer score. So let's see what we have tonight for our categories. All right. First up, we have H2O, yeah. Okay. Next up, we have For the Win.
F-U-R.
For the Win, yes. Our next category is Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Our next category is Goatee, not Goatee. That's probably really confusing on the podcast, but it's G-O-T-Y, not G-O-T-G-O-A-T-Y.
You know that's an acronym, right? What? Game of the year?
Oh. All right, next up we have Give Me Some Space. Next up we have WTF OMG. Next up we have Tree Huggers. Next up, Going Medieval. And lastly, we have the category of Shameless RTDL Plug. All right, so those are your categories tonight. So we will just go ahead and get this thing kicked off. I think it's only fitting that we go with I don't know, let's see. Let's go with the defending champion, Mr. Brer Rocker. Where would you like to go tonight?
Let's start with Shameless RTDL Plug for 5.
Oh, okay. So these are games that you might see on your RTDL. And if you're not on the RTDL, it's about time you did. That is the Shameless RTDL Plug. All right. For 5 gamer score, we have Blank is a Metroidvania style action platformer where you take the role of a luchador to
Guacamelee.
Oh, yes, Koosh. Please wait until you're called on because, yes. Okay. Guacamelee. Would you like to add on to the colon there?
Super Turbo Championship Edition.
Fantastic. 5 points for Koosh.
I had to have been right there behind him.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't get that one.
Yeah, that was, well, it could have been Guacamelee too, right?
Could have been.
Yeah, he was rolling. He was rolling with the the chances there. Okay, Koosh, where would you like to go next?
Oh, let's go with WTFOMG for 5.
All right. WTF OMG. These are games that are just kind of weird, man. Just kind of weird. All right. I am getting all my papers in order. I'm so sorry. I'll get the flow down here. All right. For 5. Reset the buzzers. Blank is a classic run-and-gun action game heavily focused on boss battles. Inspired by cartoons of the 1930s. Yes, Brer Rocker.
Cuphead.
That is correct. The champ is back. All right, where were you wanting to go next?
Back over to Shameless RTDL Plug for 10.
Oh, well, it's so funny you mentioned that because if you want a list of random achievements that you should, complete every month, maybe you should join the RTDL. That is your Shameless RTDL Plug. All right. For 10 points, we have Blank allows children and Blank fans of all ages to explore Blank Park. Enjoy immersive adventures based on 18 popular attractions. Engage in 100 challenging quests and interact with 35 beloved blank characters. Blank is your ticket. Yes, Koosh.
Disney Adventure Park.
Ooh, let me go to the judges. Yes, we will take that. Ooh. Disneyland Adventures.
I know how much of a gimme that was. Thank you.
The judges were being kind on the lower end of this spectrum here.
Are the judges your cats?
Yes.
Johnny Five.
Johnny Five Battle Kitten. All right.
Where
would you like?
I have to know. What is Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto? For 10. Let's go to 10.
Oh, wow. Really pushing it now. This is a category where the game has something to do with robots. All right.
Not to be presumptuous, but my buzzer needs to be cleared.
I got
you. Thank you.
Blank is a cooperative top-down shooter where you play solo or with up to 2 allies to break the cycle of infinite war between machines. Yes, Brett Rucker.
Live Lock.
Dang, man. Yes, that is correct. Games with Gold, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Domo Arigato.
I think it's more popular with this bunch to just buy these games outright before they get Games with Gold.
Yeah, I don't know where I got that game.
See, I was thinking Japanese. I wasn't thinking robots.
That's what I was going with, yeah.
Okay. I thought this was X's category for sure.
I got excited actually when he said it.
Well, maybe it is. Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto for 15.
Could be.
Oh, okay. For
deep
15.
dive.
You're really stepping it up here. All right. I'm sorry. Left behind when mankind abandons doomed planet Aurora, Robot Kramer 227 must find energy to rescue his robot friends before the planet crashes into the sun. Kramer must face 20 platforming levels while conserving scarce energy to power him and his friends to safety. Not everybody buzzing at once here.
I thought it was going one way and then it went another way.
Yeah,
so
I got nothing.
All right.
My guess would have been, I'm not going to lose points for this, but I was going to go with that Jetter Marrow game, but then it went a different direction.
Game, but no, I'm sorry. The time has transpired. We were looking for Shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny, yes. I love that Jeremoto game. Oh. It's too bad it had a terrible description. What did you use it? All right. See, who was...
That was me.
That's Brer.
Oh, okay. That was a fail. What we got?
Let's keep going down. Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, 420.
All right. We have... After decades of toil, an old machinist plots his escape from communism. Through manipulation and scheming, along the road he befriends the most unlikely creature, an abandoned robot. Could they solve the puzzles and flee the...
Is it Black the Fall?
That is correct. Black the Fall. Fantastic. Huh. You jump into the lead here.
As soon as you said communist.
Yeah, I thought that was a giveaway there. Very good. You picked up on it. All right. What you got, Mr. X?
Let's try Game of the Year for 5.
All right. These are games that...
You've never played.
Well, TA thinks they're games of the year. I don't know. I think I agree with their list. I'm pretty pleased with their list here. So, here we go. So, game of the year for 5. This little piggy ran into a pack of wolves and gave them the beating.
No!
Oh, yes, X. Yes.
Iron Snout.
Oh, my gosh, that is absolutely correct.
You were the worst person.
Oh, man. Wow, that got Game of the Year nominees? That is amazing. Wow. I think they're onto something there.
Okay.
All right.
The goatee confused me. I think I get the goatee now.
Than to take that one seriously.
All right. What else you got? X, you were so quick to mention an Iron Snout. Where would you like to go next?
Let's do goatee for 10. I feel like I'm going to like this one.
All right. Goatee for 10. Again, these are games that TA has recognized as the best of the best. Blank brings unique gameplay mechanics through its interesting characters and the world while combining together the best that all known brick breaker games have to offer. Polished with... Yes, Bray Rocker.
What is Dolene's Arcade?
Oh, yes. Smash, brother. Smash. All right. Let's see, Mr. Bray Rocker. Now tied with X on the board. Redemption, is your buzzer working okay?
I don't think so. Yeah. All I can think of is Neo Geo's every question that comes up. There's just no room in my brain for anything else.
Oh, man. They do get in there. They do. I understand completely. All right, Bray Rocker, where would you like to
I like this category, so let's keep going down. Gotti for 15.
All right, Gotti for 15. Again, TA loves these games. You might see some of these at the end of the year. Remember the good old days when with a classic you never knew existed. Cheat your way to an easy completion. Yes, Bray Rocker.
SNK collection.
Oh, that's a very good guess, but I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Yes, Koosh.
Screen cheat.
Oh, I'm so sorry, that is incorrect. Points are flying off the board here. All right, I'm sorry, this one has passed. We were looking for Adventures of Elena Temple.
Oh, okay.
A newcomer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, once you found out that cheat, I mean, it just really moved up that list really fast. So, all right. Who picked that? Was that you?
That was me. That was a huge deficit. Let's go Goatee for 40. Right to the end.
Oh, dang.
Straight to the jugular.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is a big one. This is big points here. All right, Goatee for 40. Again, these are games that TA recognizes as the best of games that are offered on by Xbox or Microsoft Windows here. All right. A tale of a kid who's looking for a treasure by looking for a turtle that he will have to say... Oh, yes, Koosh.
Turtle Quest.
Yes, Turtles Quest is absolutely correct. Oh, I missed that game.
I love turtles.
Oh, man. I'm still waiting for that. Is that to be continued? I hope that they're not going to lie to us. Oh, man.
I thought they did honestly release part 2, but it didn't have achievements, so we don't care.
That's probably why it didn't go hit my radar. All right, Koosh jumps into the lead with that. Where would you like to go, Koosh?
Let's go. I need to hear the next shameless RTDL plug.
Okay. So shameless RTDL plug for 15.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So maybe you have some games on your tag that you haven't completed. Maybe it's time that you get to those. The RTDL puts those games front and center so that you can complete them. It is a fun time and great, opportunity for completions. That is your shameless RTDL play.
Not that I'm going to need my buzzer, but there you go.
All right. For 15, take on your friends and rake in sweet golden coinage in the ultimate brawling platformer party game. Harness your skills through the single-player campaign, then invite your friends over and show them who's boss.
It's right there.
Oh, I want to do it. I want to
X?
Do it.
I already did it. Are we waiting for me?
Yeah, X,
Is it Mega Coin Squad?
Ooh, that is correct. Yes. All right, Mega Coin Squad.
Quick fun fact. I have reviewed one game on TA, and it was that game.
Oh, for real?
And I gave it a 0.5 out of 5.
Aww.
Oh, wow. That's a little... I kind of thought it was enjoyable a little bit.
It's no Turtles Quest.
I was just going to say it's no Turtles Quest. I don't know what it is, but... All right, X, way to step it up. I believe that you are tied for the lead with Koosh.
All right, let's do Going Medieval for 5.
All right, Go Medieval. So you basically this is a time period. So Go Medieval, not jumping out of bowl rice or anything like that. So go medieval. Which one? 5?
Yep. Play it
all right.
safe.
All right. Journey into the world of Thadrus and in blank. Discover new adventures full of striking characters, powerful magic, and rich storytelling. Meet an incredible number of humans, elves, dwarfs, and Kunari in a realm where every decision you make echoes across history. A game I will never play.
Yeah, this is not the RPG crew.
All right, we'll just throw that one right away. That was Dragon Age Inquisition.
I was gonna guess that.
I have no idea what that game is. I might have mispronounced a few of the characters in there, and I have no regrets. Where would you like to go next?
Let's keep medieval for 10.
All right. Blank is the evolution of action RPG featuring a complex and satisfying melee combat magic system where every fight counts. The once defeated Rogar legions are re-emerging from their dark realm, and Harkion, a convicted criminal rejected by society, is humanity's last hope for salvation. Plunge into a mature dark fantasy realm and confront the demonic army of the fallen god. So y'all really play a lot of these games here. That's so funny. Those are the two I've never played either. All right, they were looking for Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen.
Nope.
I've never even heard of that game. It's apparently really popular.
It was free. It was a Games with Gold at one point.
Yep.
Again, that is not in the demographics of this crowd. Okay, X, you're just really ripping off some really good ones here. What do you got next?
Yeah, let's just keep it going. Medieval for 15.
Because they're only going to get easier.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is absolutely true. It's actually in reverse order with y'all. All right. Blank is an action RPG that combines the feel of the golden era RPG games with a generous dose of humor and parody. Adventuring, exploring ruins, accidentally unleashing the apocalypse, saving the world. You've done it all, and so has Argus. And frankly, he's a bit fed up with the whole thing. He used to be a wizard, which it was fine and all, but he's in his 30s now, and he wants to settle down, get some peace and quiet. But that's not easy when you're trying to keep the dangerous artifact hid. May or may not have been reviewed by Wakapeil. Oh, yes, X.
Saturday morning RPG.
Oh, I am so sorry. That is incorrect. All right. We were looking for Zenith. Yeah, it's a comedy RPG type game. It's enjoyable. I haven't finished it yet. Yes, X, where would you like to go next? This is really
I gotta move categories. I just lost major points there. Let's do H2O yeah for 5.
Oh yeah. Okay. H2 oh yeah. I think water is the operative word here. Think water. Okay. Did you say 5?
Yep.
Okay. Blank is a beautiful underwater adventure that evokes the dream. Yes, X.
Abzu.
That is, I assume, the way you say it, and yes, that is correct. I'll take it. All right. What would you like to choose next?
H2O yeah for 10.
Okay. Blank offers the essential pirate experience. Packed to the seams with sailing and exploring, fighting and plundering, riddle solving, and treasure hunting. Oh, yes, Brer.
Sea of Thieves.
That is correct. Another game I will never play. All right. I see a theme here with these first two here. Has anybody actually gotten very far in that game?
Not really.
I know a Woo loves it.
Yeah, I played it pretty solidly for about a month.
Yeah.
Before all the updates came out and actually added content to it.
How dare they add content?
All right. Let's see. Brer Rocker, where would you like to go?
For the win for 15.
Ooh.
Oh, 15 for the win. All right. This is a category that has to do with fur. Okay.
Or winning.
I'm sorry,
one or the other.
Yeah. Instant vacation on your own tropical island. Decorate the island. Yes, it.
Castaway Paradise.
Oh, that is so great. I know that Rocker's going to kick himself for not getting that one.
That was. You didn't describe it long enough.
I think I actually knew it before you even gave the description. You said instant vape.
You're like,
I'm like,
I
yep, I know that one.
All right. Well, it sounds like this is a good category for you. Not so much medieval.
Let's do... I accept your challenge. Let's do medieval for 20.
God. All right. Go medieval for 20. All right. We have... Make words come to life in this action-adventure unlike any other. Blank blends gameplay with the narrative of its story set in medieval times. Combined with crisp humor and rare visual style, Blank's journey is sure to entertain. Word's the word.
Good pick.
Wow. All right, so I'm guessing that... Have y'all ever played a game with a castle in it? All right, so that was actually Heimrich. That's what we're looking for there. You like spell words and then they like do stuff and yeah.
I was thinking Typo Man, but that had nothing to do with whatever you were saying.
I was thinking Scribble Knots. I'm like, no.
All right, that was brought to us by X. All right, X.
Good job,
where would you like
X.
to go next?
Yeah, let's get some points on the board. Give me some space for 10.
All right, so these are in outer space. All right, so that's the theme here. For how many?
10.
10, okay. Oh, God. Blank is an action shooter that takes you on an epic journey across the solar system. In the cinematic campaign, you'll enter a world filled with compelling characters and fight to take back our home, battle with friends in multiple co-op modes, or challenge others in intense multiplayer matches.
That could be literally every twin stick shooter.
Is the exciting sequel to a terrible game that you should not play. Still nothing. Okay. All right. We were looking for Destiny 2. Destiny 2. Okay. Set in space, I think. I'm pretty sure that the solar system kind of gave me away on that one. All right. X, you're just really killing it here.
Yeah,
How
I
about
think they're
another
really good questions. Let's do Give Me Some Space for 5. Back up a little bit.
Okay, give me some space for 5. I think y'all might know this one. All right. Blank is a frantic 1 to 4 player couch co-op action space shooter set in a massive neon battleship. Only through teamwork can you triumph over the evil forces of anti-love. Rescue, kidnap... Oh my god, wait. Yes, redemption.
Is that Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time?
It is Lovers
Nice.
in a Dangerous Space-Time. That is absolutely correct. And that is redemption moving into 4th place.
On the board, finally.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. All right. Redemption, where would you like to go?
Can I take colors that end in Urple for 5, please?
Blue.
As long as it's not in medieval.
Yeah. I'll go Tree Huggers for 5.
Ooh,
See what that
Tree
is.
Hugger. All right, Tree Huggers for 5. These are games that have to do with nature or are very beautiful in scenery stuff. All right. For 5. Explore randomly generated worlds and build amazing things from the simplest of homes to the grandest of castles. Play in... Yes, Koosh.
Minecraft.
Yes, it is Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
That's... I don't know that I would have gotten that one. Unless it was the description was something about load up an achievement world, do this task, get gamer scored, go to the next station, get more gamer scored. It is Minecraft. Okay. All right, Koosh. I believe you're in control here.
Let's go for What the Fudge OMG for 20.
All right. 20? These are weird games. Weird games. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, we already did this. Never mind. All right. For 20, you are blank, and you have the ability to see all that is hidden to the mortal eye. You are about to visit 3 layers of this universe. The first one is the lower world, where the spirits of the dead reside. Welcome to this mysterious world of ancient myth, based on Finno-Ugric culture and bygone pagan times. Oof.
How about
Okay,
that?
we were... All right. Kush is not going to like this, but that was the Moose Man. He
How
picked
fitting.
it, and you picked it, and it is gone. All right, Kush. I don't know if we can make it any easier. I'm not sure there's any other games with your name in it, but we can try.
Well, let's try. Let's back it up to 15.
All right, 15. We have blank is a silly multiplayer party game with surly gelatinous or gelatinous characters, brutal slapstick fight sequences, and absurd hazardous environments set in the mean streets of Beef City.
Darn it. I wanted to get this too. What is it?
All right, I see that one's off the board. That was Gang.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't want to lose the point.
Well, I've never played it, but
Don't.
it sounds interesting.
Don't.
Don't. All right, Koosh. Yeah, you're on an X
I'm on an
streak here.
X-like run. Let's go for For the Win hasn't let us down. Let's go for For the Win 10.
Okay, for the win for 10. All right, we have. Welcome to a new world. Take on the role of a hunter and slay ferocious monsters in a living, breathing ecosystem where you can use the landscape and its diverse inhabitants to get the upper hand. Hunt alone or in co-op. Yes, Koosh.
Monster Hunter.
That is correct. Monster Hunter
World.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry,
Alright.
World.
I mean, that would be half credit on one of my tests.
Oh man, these judges are really liking Koosh today. That put you in the lead, Koosh.
Oh.
So after a lot of rounds, we have Koosh with 55, X with 45, Brer Rocker 20, and Redemption's buzzer does work.
If you say so.
All right, Koosh, take us somewhere.
Can you tell me anything about the RTDL for 20?
Oh, wow. It's funny you mentioned that because the list, they reset monthly. So if you get a list that you're completely not interested in, you can go back to it the following month. It'll be there for you each month. Very little, buy-in. You can pick it up whenever, and you can let it go whenever. So you should join the RTDL today. That was your shameless RTDL plug. Okay, for 20?
Yeah.
You wake up alone on a strange island full of puzzles that will challenge and surprise you. You don't remember who you are, and you don't remember how you got there. But there's one thing you can do. Explore the island in hopes of... Yes, Koosh.
Rhyme.
That is... incorrect. Let's see. Explore the island in hopes of discovering clues, regaining your memory, and somehow finding your way home. Does kind of sound like that game.
Yeah, I think I know what it is now.
Yes, Rocker.
The Witness.
That is correct. The Witness for 20.
Nice.
Nice one. I don't think I would have got that one.
I've never played it. It was a guess.
That's fantastic. That sounds like a kind of game you would end up on your RTDO. All right. Brett Rocker, what you got?
Let's go. Give me some space for 15.
Blank is a unique stop-motion clay animated point-and-click...
Oh.
Yes, Koosh.
Amakrug.
That is correct. Way to bounce back, man. So 15, some space is gone. All right, Koosh, you got a hot streak going here. You're firmly in the lead here. But just know that the games get a little more obscure near the end, so Redemption's just waiting for y'all.
Yeah, that's it.
In the weeds. He's hiding in the weeds.
Elroy strategy.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Koosh.
Let's go with Tree Huggers for 10.
Tree Huggers for 10. All right. We have... After a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and Vander Lind gang... Yes, bro.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
That is correct. Wow, it was just kind of hanging in the air there. I was like, well, go ahead and...
I think that was just internet lag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, man, that's... Okay. So, yes, Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm really
Sorry,
surprised
Redemption.
you did not get that, Koosh.
So far, Koosh has missed the Moose Man question, and Redemption has missed the Redemption question. This is...
That might require me playing either one of the Red Deads, which I should probably do at some point.
Yeah, I've never touched them either. I don't know. I'm sure they're great games and all that good stuff. All right. Yes. Next choice.
H2, oh yeah. 15.
Oh, yeah. Okay, H2, oh, yeah, for 15.
This is a reminder to stay hydrated.
It is 1715. Pirates rule the Caribbean and have established a lawless republic. Among these outlaws is a fearsome young captain named Edward Kenway. Yes, X.
AC4 Black Flag.
Oh, man, I was going to be so upset with you if you didn't get that one. Yeah, I knew you were a fan of the series. That's one of the few series I actually play, Assassin's Creed, or at least I used to. Yeah. User-generated levels. Yeah. Okay. X, you got it.
Do the same one for 20. H2, oh yeah.
Okay. We got... Blank is a third-person, combat-free game in which you explore a mysterious flooded city and discover the beauty of desolation in vast outdoor environments. Yes,
I hope I don't lose points. Is it Submerged?
Oh, that is it. Fantastic. I didn't like how that game ended. I don't know.
Doesn't everyone die?
No, they live. I thought that, like, I don't know. It would have been so much better game if the girl had woken up and saw these guys, like, trying to save her brother and she, like, killed them all or something, thinking that they were trying to hurt him. I would have made a better, climax.
Of course,
anyway,
of course.
Yeah. Are you the only one that's played that one? I don't know.
I might be.
Submerged. I don't know.
I played a little.
All right.
All right.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So H2, oh yeah, for 25.
Okay, we have... Lead the life of a pirate captain in this open-world sim. Recruit a crew, outfit them, customize your ship, and set sail. Use any combination of aggression, diversion, and trade to become the most infamous pirate crew out here. Presented by the creators of Terraria. Oh, yes, Koosh.
Pixel piracy.
That is correct.
Nice.
Oh, wow, y'all like this guy. Y'all know y'all's water. This is
You know what? You were talking about a game earlier, and I just can't remember what it was for 25.
It could be a lot of them. Which one?
Contest. There was some contest you were talking about.
Oh, yes. So there's this thing that we do at AH 101, and it's called the RTDL. So basically, you can join it. There's no cost. It's free. You can join it, and a list is generated for you somewhere out in Australia, and then you get this list, and then you complete it. And it's fun because everyone's doing it, and it's good camaraderie. You should join the RTDL today. Okay, that was your shameless RTDL plug. Blank is the maddest driving game out there. Play the role of a delivery man and save the absent-minded hero by delivering him his tools. 2D action, fast-paced, physics-based gameplay, and lots of fun tracks. Blank, heroic deliveries right on time.
I have a big guess. It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
I gotta say, go big or go home, right?
Oh, okay, yes, bro.
Pizza Titan Ultra.
Ooh, I'm so sorry, that is incorrect. That was a lot of points.
Yeah. Good guess, though, right? Good guess.
Anybody else want to lose points? We were looking for Hero Express.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's right up my alley.
I got a tab open on that.
Yeah, so I just bought that on sale, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh yeah, it's garbage. The Student Achievement Factory did that one for me. They
It looked like it was straight from a phone. So.
Oh, it was. Yeah, from what I could tell. All right. Let's see. Oh, that was Cooch.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I just cannot. Let's go with Tree Huggers for 15.
All right, Tree Huggers for 15.
Yep.
All right, we have A Deserted Island, A Lost Man, Memories of a Fatal Crash, a book written by a dying explorer. This critically acclaimed blank is finally available for Xbox One. Get your walking shoes out. Walk around a deserted island. Okay. Was where we're looking for Dear Esther, Landmark Edition.
I played that. I didn't realize it had anything to do with a crash.
I didn't realize there was a book. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. See, we're all learning here today. Yes, Coop.
WTFOMG for 10.
Blank is a quirky, open-ended, physics-based puzzle platformer set in floating dreamscapes. Your goal is to find... Yes, bro.
Human fall flat.
Yes, that is correct. And if you want to spend time with an angel, I think he's offering sessions in that game, like constant. So
Yep, he pretty much does it for you.
Angel Walker dispersing gamer score to everyone.
I believe there's new achievements coming out for that later this week.
Oh man,
Is it this week? There is a November update coming.
Something like that.
Nice.
awesome! All right, Brer Ruger, what's your next choice?
WTFOMG 25.
All right, Blank is an adventure with challenging puzzles. Play as Teku, a young novice on a dangerous journey to rescue his tribe's shaman from the evil tribe of the Wachka. But the way is littered with sinister traps and difficult obstacles. Oh, yes, Burr.
Candle.
Yup.
That is correct. Candle, the power of flame. That was a nice one. Pulled that one out. 25. He's back.
I'm back
All
with
right.
a plan. Let's keep going down the WTF train.
All right. Blank is a game about shooting the ground, putting on weight, and setting your body on fire. I've never played it, but I kind of want to now. All right. We were looking for No Time to Explain.
Oh, yeah.
Never would have guessed that.
No.
Okay. All right, Brer Ruger. That was a dud. What we got?
Two more left. WTF 35.
All right. In Blank, you play a man who applies for asylum in a city filled with strange creatures and strange customs, dealing with the issue of the contemporary refugee crisis, while at the same... Yes, X.
Is it North?
It is
Yes!
North.
That fits this category.
Yeah, who knew that there was so much to that game? I guess I missed all that. I just thought it was some weird, geometric shapes moving around and stuff, and then
only
achievements
know
would
that
pop every once in a
because
while.
in Macca's video, he said, I think it's about immigration or something. That was it, that one line.
There you go. All right. Where would you like to take this party, Mr. X?
I will scale back. Let's do Domo Arigato for 5.
All right. You did say 25, right?
Just regular
Or did
5.
you say 5? Oh, 5? Give me 5. Okay. Man, y'all haven't picked that one in a while because that one's like on bottom or something.
As you
there we
shuffle
go.
all your papers.
Yeah. All right. We have in Blank, Players control blank mecha-style exoskeletons and their pilots, who are agile and equipped with a variety of skills ranging from wall running to cloaking. Yes, Red. Red's up.
Titanfall?
Two.
You're cutting out. Oh, yes.
I think he said
Titanfall
two. I heard him say
yes,
two.
Titanfall 2. Yes, that is correct. Titanfall 2 is absolutely correct. Man, I've never played that one, but...
Yeah, I kind of need the charity at this point.
All right.
I'm disappointed,
Right.
Koosh. You should have known that.
This is like... Yeah, this is a
He said,
like
he
upset.
said wall running. I wanted to do it. I was waiting.
Right. Let's go going medieval for 40.
Going medieval for 40.
This category has done us so well so far.
Yeah. All right. We have... The Gnome Princess has finally come home. She managed to make peace with the trolls and befriend their queen. Yes, X.
Is it Gnome's Garden?
Uh-oh.
2.
There's like
3.
8 of them.
Lost Kingdom. New Lands.
I am sorry, X. That is not correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that might have been another version of the game.
Oh.
That's no way the same achievements or anything. Anybody else want to take a stab at this one? It's not Garden Gnomes 2 or Gnomes Garden 2.
I'm not familiar with the 8th floor catalog.
What else do they have? Am I still allowed to guess?
No, I'm sorry. You've been
Well,
disqualified
no,
for
let
this
him, if
question.
he wants to lose more points, please.
All right. Did I finish the question? I didn't remember. He jumped in there so quick. Okay. But the home evil was afoot. A warlock collector stole the gnome monarch's castle along with the royal family. The princess must gather a team and set off on a new adventure to save their loved ones that have the same achievements as the previous 2 games. So yes, it was Gnome's Garden 3. I'm sorry. Gnome Garden 3, The Thief of Castles.
Am I really not getting points for that?
You got to brush up on your Gnome's Garden lore.
Man, that's why it's a 40-point question for a reason. I mean, there's so many subtle differences between the series. I mean, obviously. All right, what's the? It was an X. Did you choose that?
That was
Yeah, I think
Redemption.
you did. Oh, Redemption. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Redemption. Pick again.
Let's go with For the Win for 5.
All right. You've shown great competency with these 5-point questions. A delightful playground platformer for all ages that follows blank, the ever-optimistic, energetic, and lovable hero on his quest to find his inner strength and help his sister rescue the Book of Ages from Jinx. Jinx is the scheming and mysterious... Yes, brother.
Super Lucky's Tale.
That is correct. Super Lucky's Tale. Lots of DLC in that one. All right. Bro Rocker?
WTF for 40.
Ooh.
Getting sweaty.
Wrap up this category. I had no idea this would be the category most visited. All right. Blow up tanks, crash helicopters, squash puny humans, collapse structures, hurl boulders until nothing remains in the world.
Too risky. Too risky.
It's too risky. I know. I think I know what it might be, but too risky.
All right. Oh, wait. Redemption has come in.
I got nothing to lose. Let's just go Rock of Ages.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good guess, but I'm sorry, that is
It
incorrect.
wasn't King Oddball, was it?
Well,
I buzzed in and was going to say
I thought
King
we were done.
Oddball.
I thought we were done. I'm sorry.
No, it was 50-50, Rock of Ages or King Oddball, so it wasn't that one.
All right, it is in fact King Oddball. So you got your gnome points back. There you go. With the assist. Okay, that category is now gone. All right. See, X.
Let us do For the Win for 20.
Blank is a unique pinball game where you bounce through different worlds. On the way, yes, X.
Yoku's Island Express.
That is incorrect.
Doesn't have fur.
I know what it is. I know what it is then.
All right, let's see. On the way, you team up with friends to defeat enemies and conquer boss fights. A little flying squirrel takes on the forces of evil. Join Momo, Panda, and Fry. Yes, bro.
You're just gonna Moanga Pinball Adventures.
That is correct. Mamanga. I think so. You said it, bro. I don't know.
How you say it in Tennessee?
Yeah, hey, brother. All right, Bro Roger, what you got next?
Goatee for 20.
Oh, I thought y'all forgot that category existed. So again, these are games that TA recognizes as the best of the best for 20. Blank is a medieval first-person hack-and-slash dungeon crawler with roguelike elements. Explore large, randomly generated dungeons. Fight goblins. X.
Shadow of the Loot Box?
That is... What was that? 20. So 95 minus 20. Oh, yeah, that is incorrect.
Wow.
Yeah, yes. All right. Fight goblins, orcs,
Hold on,
skeletons.
I buzzed in.
Oh. I'm so sorry, Bro Rocker. What'd you got?
Waka's favorite game, Crimson Keep.
Oh, it's not. I know what it is. It's not that one. Either.
What?
I am so sorry. That is incorrect. Red.
Let's try Crypt of the
Yup.
Serpent King.
That is correct. Look at him. He is almost out of the cellar. That is it. Fantastic. Yes, that was Crypt of the Serpent King. I'm surprised it got snubbed that year. Okay. Red.
Let's go give me some space for 20.
All right. Picking those obscure ones here. Let's see here. All right. For 20. You are the last human in the universe, and all that's left of you is a disembodied head. Yes, Koosh.
Headlander.
That is correct. Man, I knew the Metrovania with the probably yeah, that. All right. So Koosh is adding on to his lead here. All right. Koosh, where would you like to go next?
Let's go hug some trees for 20.
A land of discovery stretches out before you. Explore the beautiful, rugged world of Blank. A single-player puzzle adventure. In Blank, you play as a young boy who was awakened on a mysterious island after a torrential storm. You see wild animals, long-forgotten ruins, and a massive tower that beckons you to come closer. Armed with your wits and a will to overcome, and the guidance of a helpful fox, you must explore this enigmatic island, reach the tower's peak. Yes, Koosh.
Now that is rhyme.
I was wondering how long I was going to have to read that. Lord have mercy. All right, yes. I was like, if you don't get this one after guessing
But
that
I love
wrong
that
last
game.
time.
I just wanted to keep. Tell me more. Finish it.
Yeah. And unlock its closely guarded secrets. There you go. That's all.
Phew. Let's
Yeah,
go
no,
with let's go with H2O. Yeah, for 30.
All right. Let's see. H2O, yeah, for 30. Blank is a 2D platform puzzler game that will let you dive into a captivating universe and explore a land governed by magic and nature. Using your ability to change the seasons, you can alter the world around you, freeze bodies of water in winter, grow plants in the summer, and more.
What's it called?
Seriously?
Oh, yes, X.
Is it Seasons After Fall?
That is correct.
Yep. Good job.
I could picture the tile in my games list. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, that one. That's an interesting one, man. All right. A lot of collectibles in that one. Ugh. Okay. Yes, X.
H2O, yeah, 35.
Blank is a challenging, plumbing-based puzzle game. You've arrived on a lonely island, faced with a hero's calling. All right, Koosh.
Pipe push puzzle?
Ooh, judges? Oh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
I buzzed.
Oh, yes, X.
Pipe Push Paradise.
Oh, that is correct. The judge is getting a little tighter over here. All right. Okay. Doing math. takes me a minute. Okay, there we go. All right. X, you're solidly in the lead right now.
Kill it off. H2O, yeah, 40.
All right. Let's give it a sheet of paper. Okay. Survival. Horror at the sunless depths of the Pacific. Stranded on the seafloor with low light and few tools. An industrial diver. Oh, X,
It's that game that you can't pronounce. Anosmia.
Oh, that is absolutely incorrect.
Oh, no.
Yes, Red.
I mean, I was going to say anomexia, but it's basically the same thing he said.
Yes, that is not the answer. See, I guess I can keep reading here. Oh, man, I hate to do this. I'll just take off a few more points here. Okay, there you go. All right. I forgot to carry the 0. All right, let's see. An industrial diver takes desperate steps to surface before his dwindling oxygen and sanity give out. That does sound a lot like that game I can't pronounce.
Yeah, this was a... Well, I don't want to give it away, but...
Is it? You're not going to guess, Koosh?
No, I'm not guessing. Nope. Go for it.
Do you have an idea?
I do have an idea, but I don't have a title. So.
Oh, that...
Yes. So, is that your mulligan?
No, I don't believe in mulligans.
Oh, nice.
I thought he was going to hint at something, but I don't...
I'll give you a hint. It was recently going to Games with Gold, I believe. Or Game Pass.
You just gave it away then. Subnautica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is absolutely 100% incorrect. I'm so sorry. He just set you up the bomb.
That was not my guess either.
All right.
Is it a Vayner?
No,
Okay.
It is a cool little story, though. It is Narcosis. That's the one.
Oh, those are basically like the
It's
same
practically
game.
the same thing.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Well, I guess it's worth 40 points for a reason. Okay. So, that one's gone. Who chose that one?
That was X, wasn't it?
That was me, yeah.
X?
It was, yeah.
Okay, well, just to give you an idea, y'all are really struggling to stay above the line here. X is the only one in triple figures here.
All right.
Koosh right behind. Yeah.
So I'd like to clear out my backlog. Do you know of any contests that would allow me to do so? Possibly for 30 points?
Oh, well, it's funny you ask, because there's a new theme this one. There's like a scavenger hunt where you don't know what the achievement is, but you have to kind of figure it out. And so you have to progress through the game and kind of decide, kind of figure out what the achievement ratio is, because that's where it'll appear on your list. We're talking, of course, about the new RTDL scavenger hunt. So get in on the fun today. That was your shameless RTDL plug. For 30. Jump into an escape room set in a deranged mind and experience a first-person exploration game in a chilling new dimension. Yes, Bro Rocker.
Never Out?
That is not correct. You're gaining on redemption now. All right. Shift between 3 perspectives and attempt to unravel the mystery hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller.
I got nothing.
No.
All right. We were looking for Transference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting little game.
The Hobbit made that.
All right. X, did you choose that?
I sure
you
did. Let's bring it home to our winning category, Going Medieval for 25.
All right. Going Medieval. I might have chose that one more. All right. We have... Welcome to Blank. This is a dynamic and fast-paced adventure game with a trial system that takes you through more than 10 different tests that will prepare you for the final challenge. Clear them and rise to the position of defender of your homeland, or stay forever as a trainee. Yep.
How about that?
No idea.
Y'all really don't like these games. Y'all gonna kick yourself. I know all of y'all probably played this one. All right. We were looking for Heroes Trials.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I'm sure that, yeah. Anyway, okay.
Let's just keep digging the hole. Medieval. Next one.
All right. Blank is the fun, frantic challenge of defending your castle against an army of misfits. Who better to lead the army than the king, a spoiled man-child who wants everything he can't have? Well, he's not taking this castle.
I have a guess. Do I want to risk it?
Yeah, you want to risk it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of arrows.
All right.
All right,
Has
X.
a castle invasion thrown out?
That, man, you just stepped up to the plate. That is absolutely
Nice.
correct. Yes. Clutch one there.
I mean, don't guess.
All right. I think that is the first question y'all got right in that category.
Well, I got to keep this
All right.
momentum going, so 35, medieval.
You are Blank, princess of the peaceful realm of Kalia. The quiet life of your kingdom was lost the day your father was seduced and then kidnapped by Lilith, a demon mistress. Travel through ice castles, cold dungeons, lava caves, and much more. Straight to the castle where Lilith hides. Bring your father and king back home. Lots of pixel nudity. Oh, yes, Red.
I can't remember the exact name. The Amazing Princess
Yep.
Sarah, something like that.
Yep.
Amazing Princess Sarah, something like that is absolutely correct. Well done, yes.
I need the extra clues at the end. That's what tips me off.
Oh my goodness. Red has moved into third place. This is, man, okay. Let's see, what, that was medieval. Okay, medieval
Yeah,
is
we're done.
off the board. All right. So that one won't come back to bite you. All right, Red, where would you like to take it?
Oh, let's go with this RTDL thing I haven't heard anything yet about for 40.
Well, for 40. Well, it's funny you go there because we have over 40 people in the RTDL, each vying for their 25 achievements that was specifically picked out of their game log. These are achievements they haven't gained yet, and perhaps games that they want to take another look at. It's the RTDL. That was your shameless RTDL plug. Okay. Blank is a puzzle platformer where you constantly break the rules of the screen. In this world, you can wrap the screen at any time so that you emerge from the left when exiting right and falling down a pit. Yes, Koosh.
Four-sided fantasy.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah.
40. Oh, man. You are now tied with X.
Bah humbug.
All right.
You know what? Let's plug it up. 35.
Okay. The RTDL, it's some contest. That was your shameless RTDL plug. All right. Simple in concept, but very challenging and rewarding. Blank is a puzzle game that requires careful listening to complete each level. The goal of Blank, piece together the different parts of a song. Sounds easy, but maybe it's not.
Oh, crap. What's it called?
Yeah, I know it too. I can't think of it.
All right.
Got no clue.
We were looking for circuits.
Yup.
Yeah.
Circuits.
Yep.
Oh, is that what that's about? Okay.
That was actually a
Yep.
good game.
I'm surprised, yeah, you being the musician that you are, that you
Yeah, no, I was one of the first people on TA to do that. I did it before the guide went up. That was
Oh,
thoroughly
man.
enjoyable.
Oh man, that was brutal for me. I have no ear for music whatsoever. So, all right, who chose
That
that?
was Koosh.
All right, Koosh.
Give me
What do you
space for 25.
got? All right, space for 25. All right, we have Blank is a quaint graphic adventure game following the exploits of Captain Frank Lee English and his trusted regional accented colleague Alid as they travel through the cosmos in search of planets to claim for the new galactic British Empire.
Crap.
I know.
X, yes, X.
Her Majesty's Smithing.
That is correct. That funny game, man.
great
I like
game,
that
yeah.
game. That was a
As soon
good
as you said British.
one. I thought the accented would give it away. All right, X, you have taken the lead.
I like Space for 30.
All right, space for 30. While seeking life on a distant planet, an astronaut discovers an abandoned Russian town.
Oh,
Yes, X.
shoot. Is it Surviving Mars?
Surviving Mars is not
Damn
it.
it, I know the game.
All right, who was next? Koosh, you were second.
I was going to say it's definitely not Surviving Mars.
Thank you for verifying that he was incorrect with his guess. Is that your guess?
It's a pretty good guess.
Yes, yeah. I'm going to say that is probably true, therefore I should get those points.
All right, I'll give you 1 bonus point for that. Okay. And Red, you were buzzed in on that.
I'm just going to throw Lifeless Planet out
Oh, that's what it is.
That is correct.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Fantastic.
It's the same thing.
Oh, man, don't look now. He's making his run. I told you. Okay. Defending champs on the ropes. Come on, bro.
I know.
All right. Red, you
there.
nailed that
Let's
one.
stay with space for 35.
All right. You are a hungry, young hoverbike racer who needs to get off Earth before it EXPLODES. Hunt bounties, throw races, and do what? Yes, Koosh.
Desert Child?
That is correct.
Yes.
Cool little game.
I need to play that game.
All right. Yeah, that's a cool one. I like that one. All right. And
Let's keep her going. 40.
all right, for 40. All right, we have Blank, an exciting space adventure based on the fairy tales of the far north. A single traveler on his way home crashes on a mysterious planet. To continue his journey, he'll have to get to the ninth heaven, deceive the sun and the moon, and steal their space boat.
Oh, man.
Yes,
What is it?
Yes, Brer Rocker.
One-eyed Couth.
Yep.
Yes, he's back in it.
Nice.
That is correct. One Eye Willie or Cuther. Yeah. All right, Brer Rocker, you're out of the cellar. Where would you like to go?
For the win, for 40.
All right, for the win for 40, we have the world's best mass llama slaughter roguelike-ish couch co-op top-down twin stick shooter. Yes, Koosh.
Llama Apocalypse. That's not the name of it, is it? Damn it.
It is not it.
What is it?
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, I got it.
Let's see, Brer was second.
Vala.
That is correct. Vala, Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse.
Yeah. Acronyms.
That was 40. All right. Moves up into third. Okay, we got a tight one there now. Wait, this is starting to pick up here. All right.
How does Koosh have 101?
He got a bonus point for
Yeah.
letting you know that was not the name
okay.
of the game.
Thanks.
For true false. It was true false.
Let's see. Brer Rocker, where to next?
Tomo Arigato for 40.
Oh, all right, gotcha, man. Y'all taking those big points now. All warmed up. All right. Blank is a frantic survival wave shooter with a weapon charging reload system. Travel through time and wreak havoc through worlds swarming with dinosaurs, monsters, robots, and zombies. Yes, Red.
Let's try Super Time Force.
Good
That
guess.
is not correct. I'm so
Bad
sorry.
guess.
Wave shooter.
Let's see.
Time Carnage.
It is Time Carnage.
There you go.
As soon as you
There
said
you go.
Time Force, I'm like, oh no, I know what it is.
That was, let's see, what was that? That was Domo Arigato. Yes. Okay, X. You got Time Carnage?
Let's do Tree Huggers for 40. Get them all out of the way.
All right. Tree Huggers for 40. You have Blank is an old school platform game with a catchy and unique art style. Explore a total of 6 worlds and save the lands with the magical water drops you'll find. Yes, X.
Woodle Tree Adventures.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
Gross.
you nailed it. Oh, man. I just barely missed the goatee category I hear. But, yes. X, you're on a roll here. Where would you like to go next? You're just running away with this here.
Let's do Goaty for 25. Your favorite.
Traverse a haunting world set in 1939 Germany in search of a mysterious girl with rabbit ears. Utilize a little bunny in creative ways to solve puzzles, levitate sheep, use them as torches or wolf bait,
What is...
and make your way through... Yes,
Albert and Otto.
Oh, yes, that is correct, and I am so disappointed in Burr Rocker, but that's okay.
Is that the full name?
No, that's not the official name.
It's not the official name.
It's Op-Bro.
Albert and
Op-Bro.
Oh, jeez.
Bro.
I'm like, wait, I don't remember any subheading.
All right, X, your dominance, you're coming on strong here at the end here.
Don't you have to
Where
go
would
to
you like to go
bed?
next?
I know, this lack of sleep is doing wonders for me. Was that Goaty 25? Let's do Goaty 30.
Blank is a first-person shooter about micropayments, loot boxes, cut content, and yes, X.
Shadow of the loot box.
Is that the full name?
Yeah.
That is correct. Oh man!
Since I
How'd you know
lost
that
points
one's
on
gonna
that one
make
before.
You got your points back in then. So, all right, X. Where would you like to go with?
Finish it off
There
for
is-
35.
There's 10 left. So 35, and you have Blank is a story-based physics puzzle game where you play as an ever-growing hole in the ground. Meet cute characters. Yes, Brad Rocker.
Donut County.
Oh, man. My favorite. What a game. We can't prove that was based on Achievement Wildlife Hunters, can we?
We can't not, but
I mean, it was within months of us doing those two Achievement Wildlife Hunters, they released a game that had a coon and a possum as the main characters. I'm just saying. It's weird.
Some
Coincidence.
people listen to the show that we don't know about.
You would think. All right, Bro Rocker.
for the win, 35.
All right, for the win, 35, you have... The Ducks are back, but this time they're angrier. Forget racing. Now it's time to battle. No feather will... Yes, Bro Rocker.
Duck battle or duck life battle. Something like that.
It is one of those two, yes.
Duck life battle.
Yes, that is the correct one. Yes, Duck Life Battle. That is it. That was 35. Uh-oh. He's making a late comeback here. All right, Bro Rocker.
For the win.
Keep it coming. For the win.
30.
Blank is a party platformer game where you build the level as you play, placing traps and hazards to mess with your friends, but try not to mess yourself up in the process. Oh, yes, X.
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
That is correct. Wow, I don't think I would have been able to remember that one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, unprompted there. Okay, yes, X.
Excuse me. For the win, 25. Finish it up.
All right, for the win for 25, you have Enter the Squirrel. Defy the Kitsune Samurai who stole your clan's sacred acorns. Sneak. Yes, bro.
Nut Jitsu.
That is correct.
Oh, jeez, I forgot about that one.
All right, it is... okay, Brett. We got 6 questions left. Which one do you want?
Tree Huggers, 35.
Blank is a first-person action-adventure set in a lovely world made up of floating islands in the sky. As you discover the world, you learn that something has gone terribly wrong. Islands are breaking apart and falling from the sky. It's up to you to discover the evil that is threatening the universe of...
Air, A-E-R. Sorry,
I think...
I don't know. Was that me? I'm sorry.
That was you. Yes, Goose, that was you.
Okay, that's not right.
That is incorrect. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to risk my lead. I have an idea.
The big leap.
Yeah. Okay, it is off the board. Any guesses? No, it's off the board.
Off the board, Lovely Planet.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't recall any story whatsoever to that game. So.
All right, Bro Rocker, you're going to kick yourself. That was Windscape.
Yeah, I had a
I wouldn't have
feeling.
come up with that.
Yeah. I know you played that one.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Who picked that one? Brer did,
Yeah,
right?
that was me. Tree Huggers, 30 gamer score.
Explore the vast and beautiful world of blank using the power of the leaf suit, a fierce exoskeleton that grants exceptional speed and agility, along with a phenomenal ability to manipulate. Yes,
Is it just Valley?
it is
Okay.
just Valley. All right, and 4 left. Which one you want?
Tree Huggers 25.
To save their world from an alien threat, 2 proud races must set aside their differences and come together, literally. Blank is an adventure platformer featuring a mystical creature with the ability to split into light and dark embers, each independently. Yes, it.
You said it, Embers of Miram?
Yeah, I probably should have put a blank there.
Yep.
Yes, it is correct. You are just showing off at this point.
I tried.
Looks like we're down to our last category. Which number would you like?
Domo Arigato for 25.
Okay. 25. You have. In blank, you play as a small hacking robot who has no weapons but is surrounded by enemies who do. Strategically hack robots. Yes, bro.
Socketeer.
That is correct. I love that description, by the way. You're a robot that has no weapons, but guess what? Everyone around you does. That's a nice one. All right, Brett Roger.
30.
Which one you want?
Let's go down
30.
the board.
Okay. You have plan for the destruction of all things that aren't awesome.
That's it?
That is it. It's a giant robot. Destroys humanity. Oh, okay. Yes, Koosh.
Chetomiro.
Oh, I'm afraid I led you astray on that. That is incorrect. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, what's it called?
Okay.
I'm going to go for it.
Yes.
Mechanica?
Mechanica High, Mecha Ho. Yes, that is correct.
I just played Agatha Knife like a week ago.
Yeah, it's crossover,
Yep.
same universe or whatever. Yep. All right, last question. Domo arigato for 35. Blank is a ridiculous physics-based future sport combining robots, one-hit kill projectile combat, and crazy dodgeball action. Jump into a neon-drenched dance club and compete in frenzied dodgeball action as you perform crazy aerial stunt shots. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
Oh my gosh. Coming from the number 1 ranked Tennessee dodgeballer.
Yep. Number 3 in the world right now. It's insane.
I don't have the
Y'all
exact
disappointed
name.
me.
I played it, Neon Dodgeball. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, X, I'm so sorry.
I didn't pause in.
Oh, that was double jeopardy? Minus 75
that one
points.
counts. That one counted triple. We're looking for Disco Dodgeball Remix.
There you go.
That's it. Okay, y'all. It is time for the final question. So, after many rounds, some may say too many rounds, we have Redemption, who clocks in with 10 whole points. Koosh with 36 whole points. Brer Rocker with 195, and X just running away with it with 375. Okay, so you have you get to basically wager as many as you like up to the amount that you have. So I will read the question to you, and then you will send me your response in the Discord and send it to me, I guess, privately. I think I have private chats with all of you. All right. So here you go. You ready for the question?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, hey,
All right.
shouldn't we wager first? Isn't that how it
No.
works?
No, you hear the question first, then you wager.
Yeah, you wager and submit your answer at the same time.
Okay.
All right. Red, you still with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I mean, those 10 points.
Got a lot to lose.
All right. You might catch Koosh. I mean, he might go all in
I
here.
might go all in. You never know.
Yeah. All right, here we go. It's the biggest party pack yet. including the return of the classic pop culture trivia mashup blank, full stream. The game of hilarious hypotheticals Split the Room, the lyric writing robot rap battle Madverse City, the inventive drawing game Patently Stupid, and the outer space fling fest Zeepeldome. Use your phones or tablets as controllers and play with up to 8 players plus an audience of up to 10,000. Submit your answers now. All right, we start with Redemption. He went with Drawful. I'm sorry, Redemption. That is incorrect.
Oh, that's such a big loss.
See how much you wagered here. Oh my gosh. He wagered them all. He's crazy. Oh man, it's like, oh man. Well, we'll have some nice parting gifts on the way out. All right, next we have Koosh. He went with, what is the RTDL? Well, I'm glad you asked, Koosh, because the RTDL is this wonderful contest where you could play games like this. All you have to do is sign up. It's free to play, and you will get games like this all the time, and you'll know that the answer is clearly something that, you know, in the Jackbox realm. But, yeah, that's what the RTDL is. Thank you for asking. And that was your shameless RTDL plug. And he wagered 0 points. So he ends today with 36. All right, next up we have Old Brer Rocker with 195. And he said, Jackbox Party Pack 5. That is correct.
Yeah.
And he wagered 122 points. So that gives him a grand total of, let's see, oh God. 317. I think it's 317, right?
I think so.
I think that's it. Okay. All right. And then lastly, Old X.
Old?
He wager old like OLE.
Oh, okay.
Ye old, you know, like those castle games y'all don't play. And he went with 75 points. Ooh, from Jackbox 5,555? 55,000? Oh, I think he's trying to emphasize that he went with Jackbox 5. Yes, Jackbox 5 for 75 points. That is correct. Bumping him up to 450 points, and he has officially unseated Brer Rocker as the new reigning champ. Speech.
I would like to thank the Kraken Spiced Dark Rum and the sleep deprivation and the fact that I buy games that I am never going to play, but I stare at them all the time.
That's fantastic. I'd like to thank everyone else for joining us tonight. Redemption, Koosh, Brer Rocker. Appreciate y'all coming along for the ride tonight.
Thank you.
It's a good time.
I'll be back when it's more Neo Geos and visual novels and less of this Red Dead Redemption crap.
I got you. No worries. All right. Well, with that, we'll wrap up the latest edition of Chief Wiz. Take us out with some wonderful music.
I was getting a medal from the president. When I went to go shake his hand, I tripped and kind of punched him. In the neck.
In the neck?
I tripped.
You sucker punched the president in the neck?
You just love making me look like an asshole, don't you?
Hello everyone, and welcome to this special edition of... I don't even know what this is, but I was thinking of a Christmas-themed Xbox game to talk about. As it turns out, there aren't any, except for some DLC, until I finally realized that there is actually one game set during Christmas. But since I missed Christmas, I'm going to talk about the entire series. And with me today, I have Elroy OMJ.
Oh man, that was a dramatic pause. I love that. We're talking about the long reach around, right? That's the Christmas game you're talking about? No?
Not exactly.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of Dead Rising 4, the ill-received sequel to the Dead Rising series.
Oh, fantastic. I got some thoughts on that too, so I'm in the right place then.
So, this series started off on the original 360 as one of the early games, not a launch game, but very close to it. It took place in the American city of Willamette, actually just in a shopping mall. It was developed by Capcom, by Japanese developers. It had 50 achievements worth 20 gamer score each, and at this time they didn't really know how achievements were supposed to work, so they really went crazy with this list.
Yeah, there's a pretty tough list actually. This game is actually the one that got me into Xbox. I think I've told that story before, so I won't bore y'all to death with it. But yeah, it holds a very fond spot in my heart because I mean, if it wasn't for Dead Rising, I might be one of those lowly PlayStation folks who are still playing around with Switches and Wiis and all that stuff. So yeah, it was my gateway drug, if you will. So yeah, and I when I started playing it for the first time, I wasn't in it for achievements. I just happened to stumble upon a couple because I was, I guess, decent at the game, and yeah, and then it kind of caught my interest. These little things kept popping up at the bottom of the screen, and I was like, well, that sounds like something like a challenge I could do, and then I tried to do it, and I don't know, it was kind of my early achievement hunting days, if you will.
It's funny, if this game was released today, you won't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
You are absolutely correct. Yeah, and if this came out now, I'd be like, what the hell? No, it was 60-hour completion, or I don't know, what is it estimated at? Is it like an 80-hour completion? It's not, it can't be that high. If you know what you're doing, it's probably skewed because you know, people have gone back and played it after they already know how to play the game. But if you didn't know how to play the game, it's going to take a lot longer, especially a couple of those achievements on where you have to do everything perfectly and get all the survivors. That's just not happening, man. I know how to play the game, and that's still not happening for me.
TA estimates the completion to 40 to 50 hours, which is probably what you're looking to put into it, even if you know what you're doing, since you need to play through it at least maybe 4 or 5 times.
A lot of that's probably the grinding of the zombies in the parking garage. There's what was the number on that? 52,000 or something like that, where you have to kill 52,000 zombies. It's supposed to be the whole population of the town that it's set in, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I was going to say, that you need to kill 53,594 zombies, and that number, you spot that number as the population of Willamette when in the opening sequence of the game. So you basically kill the entire population of the city.
Right. And so where are all the zombies coming from after you've achieved that? Because they just keep coming. I mean, you know, there's a lot more than 50,000. And it's amazing how fast they fill back into that parking garage after you mow them down with your vehicle. So you run over them all, and then someone comes and squeegees off all the blood and all the zombies, and then you come back in, and it's like you hadn't even been there, and they're all there. It's amazing. So I don't know who the zombie cleanup crew is, but they're very good at what they do.
Well, I'm guessing that they eat each other or something. They are very hungry.
Yeah, and very tidy too. I mean, the blood just goes away.
Those 53,594 zombies you're required to kill, you have to do in one playthrough as well. You can't just do it over multiple playthroughs.
Yeah, I recently went through and did that for the second time. I did it a long time ago, back in the day, back when I was, just a young, wet behind the ears achievement hunter, and I didn't even know what really achievements were. I went ahead and did that just to, see if I could do it. And then I got the end game where you have to do everything perfectly. It popped up on the RTDL over the summer. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And I thought I could just breeze through it. But you have to be level 50, and you have to get the Mega Man Blaster, which we hadn't talked about. But that's basically a weapon that is insane. It's kind of a reward for getting. You get it for killing the 53,000 zombies, right? That's when it starts appearing.
Yep.
Okay, so once you've done that, they're like, okay, yeah, you know what you're doing in this game. So here's your reward.
That weapon basically breaks the game, making things very much easier.
Right. So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's a little blaster that appears in the safe room, and you just pick it up and you go to a boss, and it's like, it goes through all those cutscene and everything, and then you just shoot him in the face, and it's over. It's one shot kills everything. It's just it speeds things up, to say the least. And so if you're going for that achievement where you got to save everyone, you got to cut corners on time everywhere. So you need to be level 50, and you got to have the Mega Man blaster. And so I had to grind out those 50,000 kills if I had any chance to get that achievement. I get the Mega Man blaster. I'm all full of hope and promise that I'm going to be able to do this. And I still couldn't do it. I could not. I mean, it just comes too fast. The game's just too fast. And even if you have a skateboard and you're skating everywhere and you're shooting them in the face and killing them one shot, I don't know how you get that achievement. It is beyond me.
The duct teleporter is a must.
The what? The what teleporter? Maybe I missed that one.
There are two bathrooms on opposite sides of the malls that are connected. They don't really explain it. They just say that they are ducts, but you can instantly teleport between one side of the mall to the other by using it.
Hey, if Mario can do it, man, he goes down them tubes and, he pops up in all kinds of weird spots. And so, you flush yourself down the toilet, you end up on the other side of the mall. I mean, it makes sense to me. I don't think you said anything about spoilers, so we probably spoiled a lot already.
Have we really? We have just talked mechanics so far.
Oh, no, we've talked about the Mega Man blaster and the toilets that teleport you places, so,
those seem very critical plot points.
And, shooting bosses in the face, so they know there's bosses now.
We are going to briefly discuss the entire Dead Rising saga, so if you, for some reason, want to play this for the story, well, which, truth be told, is not. I don't think people play Dead Rising for the story, but if you're one of those people, you probably don't want to listen to this.
Yeah, there you go. We got free reign now. All right, so Carlito, man, he turns out to be a good guy, and like you're actually going against the military. The military's behind the whole thing. I mean, imagine that. It's amazing how the military always just runs everything. They're a good bad guy, like the military's just trying to weaponize everything. They should weaponize those toilets that teleport you. Those things could do some real damage in a war-like situation, I would imagine.
That would be very useful.
And the Mega Man blaster. Why don't they just grab the Mega Man blaster? That thing, that seems to be the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, I think if they could make a Mega Man blaster, they would have done so already.
I mean, there was one just laying around in the safe room, but no military grabbed it. I mean, that thing, world domination right there.
So, backstory. Back in the 90s, Dr. Something Barnaby was working on cattle research, how to make meat faster, and stumbled upon some kind of bee that made cow zombies.
Wow, that's a hell of a bee.
Unfortunately, the meat tasted like crap, so instead they chose to try and weaponize it. Some of the bees escaped and destroyed a small village called Santa Cabeza. The only surviving members was Isabella and Carlito Keys. Those guys show up in Willamette in 2006, where Frank West has arrived to check out some reports that things are awry, and he finds a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, he finds Carlito too. He's part of the welcoming party. Like, you get off that helicopter and there's Carlito, man. You could have cut out a lot of the game if you just, had the Mega Man blaster then. Just saying.
Yes, then he doesn't know what is going on, and I really like this first game because they play everything like it's really serious, and then you start actually playing the game, and it's just crazy over the top. You pick up balloons and start hitting zombies with them, and you go into the mall and just choose the most ridiculous outfit. You go into cutscenes with the FBI agents, and they are really serious, and you just stand there with high heels and just a small skirt and a camera.
Right, but this game is actually the most serious of all of them. Like, they didn't realize what they were dealing with at this point. They just kind of, they had the ridiculousness, but they didn't realize that people would gravitate so fondly towards that. And then, as you'll see as we progress in the second and third and fourth, oh man, they just went, the normalcy was just thrown out the window. And I think it really started in the second one, honestly. But the bosses in the first one were not terribly over the top. I guess.
Oh, they are totally over the top.
I mean, the clown with the chainsaws. I mean, that's just, you can expect that. I mean, there's a clown in the zombie apocalypse. He's going to grab chainsaws and go berserk. I mean, that's just what they do. Yeah, and you got the guy that took over the gun counter and he's defending all the guns. I mean, that seems logical. It's just, good old boy liked his guns, and he was going to be last man standing. That made sense. You got the military guy sneaking around the hardware store. I mean,
and the chef who starts cooking up people.
Well, the stress of the situation affects us all differently. And I mean, I don't know what I do in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. I mean, I might start doing strange things too. I mean, I don't know. I'm not judging them.
Well, I don't think I would go out of my way to start eating people.
You get hungry enough, Waka. You get hungry enough, people might start looking tasty.
Yeah, but there's food all over that mall.
Well, that's a side part. Maybe they don't get out much. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. But no, if you want the achievements now, the achievements on it. I mean, you can get started right out of the gate. You can just get the falling achievement. Just kind of fall down off that right when you land on the roof. If you're looking, I guess, to do that stupid bean dive thing, you can do it there. The achievements, I don't remember a whole lot of them, to be honest with you.
The achievements are crazy. Some of them are fairly easy, and some are rather insane.
Yeah, I remember the insane ones.
Well, you've already mentioned the kill 53,000 zombies in one playthrough. And the other really fun one is surviving for at least 7 days in the survival mode.
I never really got into the survival mode, to be honest with you. I never really played that mode.
No, it's sort of an afterthought. You basically just try to survive for as long as you can, and in this mode, Frank gets hungry very quick, and you must eat to survive. You survive longest by hoarding food and then start hiding in a corner.
Oh, that sounds like my kind of game.
You basically have to decide one day that you have 16 hours to spare, start this mode, picking up a bunch of food, and then go hide in a corner where the zombies can't get you.
So there's like a cheese mode. You can a cheese method to defend. Oh man, I have to check that out then.
Oh, the problem is that this takes 7 days. 1 day is 2 real-time hours, and then there's load time on top of that. So you're probably looking at 15 hours to play this, and
I'm out.
Can't save and come back later. You have to do it in one sitting as well.
Ugh.
As I mentioned, Frank gets hungry, and every 18 minutes or so he needs to eat. So you basically go hide in a corner with a bunch of food at your feet, set an alarm watch, and do something else, come back 18 minutes later, eat, do something else, come back 18 minutes, eat. And, well, that's one way to spend an entire day.
So do you have that achievement, or is it, 'cause I don't have any of those.
Yeah, that one is for crazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
No doubt. The one that I can never get on any version of this game, it's you can stack it with Xbox 360 and the one, but I don't have on either one. The freaking Otis, man, I don't know what calls he's giving out that I can't seem to pick up, but he gives you calls. So like if you're playing the game, he's back at the safe house and he gives you tips on where to go, basically. And so there's an achievement for answering all the calls from him. I've answered every call. I mean, I don't know if he's having radio problems or something. I'm not really sure, but Otis needs to get a better walkie-talkie or something.
There are several issues with that particular achievement. You must pick up every single call that he can make. So you need to make sure that you do all the side quests, and then that you take every call he makes, and do not get hurt while you're talking. Because if you get hurt while you're talking, he's just going to say that you are rude and hang up on you.
Yeah, that's happened to me several times. But usually, I thought he at least called back at least one time. So, like, if you hang up on him by accident, then he'll call you back and call you rude, and then he'll go ahead and give you the same information a second time. But I don't know. Maybe after the second time, you're boned on that one.
You have to be careful. You do not accidentally switch between areas, so you get a load screen, and if that's the case, it won't count. For
sure. Well, that leads us into a couple of other ones, right? So I think we've pretty much covered this one. I mean, we're going to cover them this in depth. We're going to be here all day, right?
Yep. But just fast forward here.
All right.
Frank West arrives at Willamette, finds Carlito and his sister Isabella. Carlito wants to get revenge for the Americas destroying Santa Cabeza, and there are zombies everywhere. He takes a lot of photos, then he gets to meet the president.
Okay.
4 years later, in 2010, Capcom decides that the Canadian developers Blue Castle Games get to create a sequel, and they do so by releasing 2 small standalone episodes and the proper Dead Rising 2. First, they released Case Zero, starring the motorcycle stuntman Chuck Green and his daughter. His daughter has been infected by zombieism and needs medication to not turn into a zombie. Case Zero was a 200 gamer score title and can be completed in, 2 to 3 hours, but more realistically around 5 if you go in blind.
Oh man, I spent a lot more than 4 to 5 hours on this game. This is back in the old days. I would actually open up a 200 pointer and I do believe, I'm not 100% sure on this, and I'm sure there's a way I could check this, but I think this
You do have it completed.
No, but not just that. I think it might be my first completion ever. I think it was back. It kind of got me. It's kind of the game that's turned me into completionist Elroy in the early 2010s and ish. Yeah, because this one I completed in 2010 in September. I saw on my Xbox 360 tag that it had a little logo for it where it said completed games, and I had never seen that before. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool.
It appears that it is the very first game that you completed on the Xbox.
There you go. I thought it was.
And then it took 3 more years until your next completion. So in 21st September 2010, you completed Dead Rising 2 Case Zero. Do you have any idea what game you followed up in August of 2013?
I'm just going to take a flyer and say King Kong.
No, it was Dead Island Riptide.
Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah, okay, yeah. Because once I exhausted all the Dead Rising titles, I was like, I wanted more zombie action, so I went to Dead Island. And so the first Dead Island was not anything I was interested in completing. That was pretty insane. And then, yeah, Dead Island Riptide. Oh, man, I remember that. I had to do that was the first time I ever really co-opted with anybody, because you have to beat all the stages in co-op, and oh man, because of the time of day that I'm home, I kept getting paired with like little kids that just got out of school and everything. Oh, it was awful.
Yeah, Dead Island is surely a game for little kids.
God, yeah, I'll vouch for that. So yeah, but anyway, Dead Rising 2 Case Zero. All I remember about this one is that, oh man, I couldn't find all the freaking parts to that motorcycle. Like, I looked, I knew where everything in that game was, and for some reason I could not find those freaking motorcycle or the combo cars or something. I don't know. It took me forever to find a few things, and this was the days before I knew what a guide was for it, and I didn't know where to go to find help, and so finally I just kind of stumbled upon it, I think, but. Man, I don't know how many hours I spent on this, but I'm sure it was a lot more than what it's estimated at.
It is a fun game, and it's an easy completion.
Yeah, I would just agree to disagree. I guess with the guide it is, but I don't know.
If you want to dip your toes into the Dead Rising universe, Case Zero is a good start for achievements hunters, because you are sure to get all achievements if you really want them.
Yeah. It tops out at a 1.5 something ratio, it looks like. Yeah, the combo weapons, man. That's when they introduced the combo weapons. That's when you're taking these weapons and making newer weapons with them. So that was something they really explored in Dead Rising 2, but they gave us a little taste of it.
In case Zero, Chuck Green found some zombies that kept his daughter's zombieism at bay, and everyone was happy. Until Dead Rising 2, where Chuck and his daughter is trapped in Fortune City together, and he still needs zombies for his daughter, even while there is a proper zombie outbreak going on around him.
Right, and this one was kind of a takeoff of Las Vegas. Basically, that's the setting, is a Las Vegas type atmosphere where it's like casinos and entertainers and a couple of malls attached to it. It's kind of like a big shopping area with a bunch of casinos and stuff. Kind of had the Vegas feel to it. So that was, in my view, this is where they really kind of went crazy with everything, with the with the villains or the bosses, if you will. Yeah, I've been playing this one a lot lately with a friend at Dark 2K10. He's really good at this game, and so basically I just watch him play it, and I'm just there for moral support. He knows what he's doing. He has it memorized. I sure don't.
Yeah, this game has a co-op mode where you do small side missions together.
Yeah, you would never carry someone through this game, I'm sure. I mean, you're just not known to do things like that. Yeah, you would never carry a group of people through a game. I mean, that just doesn't sound like you.
Well, last time I played Dead Rising 2 was in 2011, so...
Oh, yeah. Might want to stick to Human Fall Flat then. Did you ever get the TIR, Terror, was it Terror's Reality or Terror's Real? I forget. It's the show that they tape where basically there's so many freaking zombies. That's kind of the whole plot of it is that they got these zombies and they kill them for sport, and people watch it, kind of gladiator style arena. And so it's one of the, I guess it's kind of like the don't starve to death in the first game mode kind of a thing, where it's a side game where you're competing in all these different events that would have taken place in that Coliseum, because you start in it right before the game officially starts. You don't really go back to it because at that point the zombie outbreak's on. So they made it a separate thing. So there's a bunch of them where you have to compete in them, you have to win them all. And those are some hard ones to get because, this game's not exactly popping right now.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer mode and you need 4 actual players to get the achievements.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's almost as if you could ask for some boosting help in the Discord. I'm sure that you would find someone able to help you.
You're probably right, yeah. We'll probably be setting that up pretty soon because, like I said, Dark 2K10, he and I, we're two because we're trying to finish this game up pretty soon, at least on the Xbox One version. So
unfortunately, Dead Rising 2 does not seem to be backwards compatible. There are new releases on the One.
Right, yeah, it's stacks on it.
But the old version does not work.
Oh, you can't use the multiplayer at all on it? It's completely, they shut down the servers, or you mean you just can't do it?
No, the servers still work, but you can't play the Xbox 360 version on the One. It's not backwards compatible.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But can, like, if I logged in on the One, it wouldn't talk to the 360, like if someone's playing on their 360? Is it like 2 different sets of servers?
I'm 90% certain that it wouldn't work.
Okay. I didn't think it would, but, you know.
That was before they started introducing crossplay. The Blue Castle games, they have been closed down as well. They do no longer exist.
Oh, well, there you go.
After Dead Rising 4 tagged, they were shut down by Capcom.
And that's a shame too, man. That was not a bad game. But we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Well, let's see. On this one, what was the magic number on zombies to kill on this one? Because each one seems to have one of those go kill an absurd amount of zombies. What's the count on this one?
100,000, I believe.
Oh, let's just... Oh, wait. Nah. You get one for 53,000, and then you get one for 72,000. So 72,000. So, yeah. There's Zombie Genocide Master for 72,000. I don't see the 100,000 one.
Zombie Genocider 2, Genocide Harder, killed 53,596 zombies.
Yeah. There you go. Is that how many more is that? Is that one more?
That's 2 more, because Left 4 Dead was in between and increased the number by 1. There's an achievement in that game for killing 53,595.
Oh, okay. I didn't ever know that. That's pretty funny.
There are several games that have been upping that number by 1 between them.
Well, what the hell do they go with the 72,000 for then? Why'd they add that in
Yeah,
there?
that's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, if they're just going to play along, why are they... I don't know. That seems kind of silly.
Mistakes were made. No wonder they got shut down.
And who are these 35-track gamers I'm looking at right here? Who are these 35 trackers that got to 53,596 zombies and they're like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to just keep going, get to 72,000. So it actually has a higher ratio. By 32 less gamers got to 72,000. I mean, I don't think at that point you would run out of time unless some people just accidentally... I don't think you can accidentally kill 4,000 zombies without having, trying to purposely do it.
I don't think that's possible either. You're not. You might end up around 10,000 if you're just playing through the game.
Yeah.
You have to actively go for the zombie kills.
Right, and if you're actively doing that, you're not going to run out of time. There's plenty of time to do it, so I don't know.
Maybe they decided to go for the achievement a bit too late.
There you go. I don't know. I'm sure we could cross-reference that list and shame those people, but we won't do that. That would not be nice. So, or maybe just send them messages and ask them what happened. I don't know.
In any case, Chuck Green finds some more Sombrex to help his daughter. Everyone is happy. There's some backstabbing going on. Well, nothing really important happens in this game.
What? That is not true. I mean, you thwart the plan of TK and all this and that, and I never understood why people didn't like Chuck. I thought Chuck was a good protagonist. I don't, but the outcry was so much that it wasn't Frank, and that probably leads us into our next game, right?
Not yet.
Oh, really? There was something in between those, huh?
Between, they released Dead Rising Case West, which just takes place in a random research facility. I didn't look it up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What exactly it was.
Oh, that's right, because that one ties it together. So that's where Chuck and Frank meet.
This game is really strange because it ends up with a bad guy revealing that she has the cure to the proper cure to the zombie plague, and but she is not sharing it. She never shows up in any later games, so I'm not sure if this is a side story that they just decided to scrap, or if
it sounds like she's a woman of her word, man. She wasn't going to share it, so what else is there to talk about? She's just not going to share it. Sounds like she made up her mind. Yeah,
but it really seems like they set up the next game in the series by revealing a bad guy that actually has the cure to and not just a suppressant that keeps people from turning.
Maybe it was a commentary on how some people will, make their mind up and they won't change it, even for the betterment of mankind, and maybe it's some social commentary.
Or maybe they decided to take the series in a different direction.
That's a possibility too. I'll keep that door open as well. So this one was the linker game. Now this one I actually didn't finish. I really don't know why I didn't finish it. I just know that I didn't finish it. So I never saw this woman that decides to keep the cure to herself.
It's a really short game to play through. The achievements are a bit of a pain, and one of them require you to do it in co-op.
Oh, no wonder. That's probably why I didn't. I need to finish that game though. I wonder if my friend will humor me.
It's not as good as K0. Well, it's one of the worst games in the series, but you can see that some of the gameplay changes that are coming up. They've added here that split the fan base. No longer have to take people to the safe house. They just immediately get rescued once you do the objective.
Oh, for real? I don't remember that.
Yeah. In the earlier games, once you've saved someone, you had to manually escort them back to the safe house.
Oh, man, that's the worst, man. Come on. Hurry up, come on. I never could figure out the system, and
most of the survivors were more or less as brain dead or worse than the zombies.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't go anywhere. I could never figure out how to set the pointer and everything. Like you can set a marker and that keeps them safe. And I think that's where my Dead Rising skill just kind of fell apart, and that I couldn't do that part. And so then they just got tore apart.
The most important part is to not let the survivors stand still, because the moment they stand still, they get.
Oh no, that's not true now, because. Man, I feel like I've said Dark 2K10 at least 10 times already. But, man, he knows how to work that little market thing. He, hides them in the bathroom, and then you go off and you get somebody else, and you bring them back, and then you take them all. I mean, he knows what he's doing, man. That's my part of the game I never figured out. I couldn't get them to go anywhere. At least that's in the second one. I don't know. Maybe in the first one you can't do that. Oh, man. I only got 30 gamer score on that Case West game. That's sad. I need to probably go back and take a look at that.
It's a 200 gamer score game, so it probably gives you hives by now.
Oh, God. 6 to 8 hour completion? Oh, my God. I don't have any idea how far in I am at this point. Oof.
Well, the game is probably 2 hours a playthrough, so...
So you got to play through it 3 times?
You can probably cut that time. Yeah, around three times. There's a stupid amount of zombies you have to kill in one playthrough.
1,000 zombies?
Yep.
I guess you don't have any vehicles you can mow them down with, right?
I think you have one of those floor polisher vehicles that you can use.
All right, so Frank's on the scene now. So I assume that leads us into where we wanted to go with a little bit earlier.
So Frank gets upset, he doesn't get the cure and throws away his Sombrex, and Chuck comes back and "I've got you," gives him the Sombrex when he's about to turn. Because Frank's been infected since the first game.
What? Oh, yeah.
Immediately after the third day in the first game, he collapses because he's got zombieism.
Man, I don't remember that at all, man.
Yeah, they find a suppressant that they use to keep him human.
This is in Dead Rising 1?
Dead Rising 1. After you finish the first 3 days, Frank collapses and is saved by Isabella, who makes a cure for him. Well, or a suppressant.
Oh, man. I guess I don't remember that part. I probably was skipping cutscenes at that point when I went back through it. Well, all right. I'll just take your word on it.
So, on the document here, we have Rising Sun, a Dead Rising movie produced in Japan that came with the Dead Rising 2 Sombrex edition.
Oh!
And this is one of the most awful zombie movies I've ever seen. And zombie movies usually don't have a very high quality.
I do have the Sombrex edition, and I vaguely remember that. I don't think I made it through it. It was so bad.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's really, really bad.
Huh.
It's about two brothers. One of them is in a wheelchair. The making of that they have on the same disc is actually much more interesting. They have a scene where the wheelchaired brother goes through a bunch of zombies with chainsaws strapped to his wheelchair.
Oh, nice.
And they show that when they filmed that scene, they had 4 people moving that wheelchair because it didn't make physical sense the way it was presented in the movie.
I'm trying to find this movie. It's 2010, you say?
Yeah, it's called Sombrex Dead Rising Sun or something like that.
There's a Rising Sun that has Wesley Snipes in it. I don't think that's it. Also has Sean Connery.
Sombrex Dead Rising Sun. It is really, really bad. Do not see it.
Go! I found it. Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah, that's got a 5.1 on IMDb.
Yeah, and I have no idea if this was released standalone or not. It must have been, but I got it with the Sombrex edition, and yeah.
Oh, wow, man, you didn't tell me about the thugs, man. 2 brothers break into a warehouse to escape zombies. They are beaten by thugs. Oh, my gosh. And a nurse rescues one brother, but they are both bitten by zombies. Now they must find a cure in time to prevent themselves from becoming zombies. I love the poster.
Yeah, and the big bad gets his dick eaten by a zombie in the end.
Wait, what now? They both end up getting eaten?
Oh, the big bad. It's really bad. That's basically all I remember. The wheelchair scene and the bad guy.
Well, if you look at the poster has a wheelchair that has blood under it. That's it. That's the poster. I don't see any chainsaws on it though, but that's all right. All right, well there you go.
Nope, they add that later.
I'm just learning so much today. I'm learning that Frank was infected. I'm learning there's a wheelchair dude that, you know, I didn't know. Okay.
For some reason, they put a lot of effort into their story, and they are actually rather good at world building, even though they don't explain how the rest of the world works. You just see these locations that the characters are in.
Did the mysterious lady that had it cured, did she make a cameo appearance in the Rising Sun?
No, she does not.
I thought maybe she'd appear and say, "I'm still not sharing it," and then that's like the whole part, and then she leaves.
But they find a lot of sombrex in that movie. The movie has very little to do with the rest of the series.
Oh man! Now see, they could have tied it together, and they could have set up the little shacks inside Dead Rising 2 where you have to buy stuff. You know, the little places where they sit.
I think it was just a vanity project by one of the guys at Capcom who wanted to make a movie and saw an opportunity to do so.
Perhaps. Yeah, I guess we'll never know. So are we finally to where Frank makes an appearance in Vegas here, or you got something else?
Yeah, in 2011 they made a spin-off Dead Rising game called Off the Record, which was basically Dead Rising 2, except they swapped out Chuck for Frank. And this is totally not part of the actual story. It's actually better than proper Dead Rising 2.
Didn't they just make that because people were upset that Chuck was the main guy and not Frank?
Yeah, people were upset that they replaced Frank West with Chuck Green. So they remade 2, but put in Frank West instead of Chuck Green.
So how does that tie into all the events? Like, are we supposed to pretend?
It doesn't at all. It actually splits the events because the backstabber is switched to another person in the end.
Oh, well, who's the backstabber then? It's not Sully?
No, he gets murdered by the girl in the safe house instead.
Which girl?
Yeah, there's a girl that helps out, and she is
the one they keep showing. The one they keep showing the boobs of, or the other one?
I don't remember.
Oh, you
which
remember.
one?
No, there's the one that's like the news reporter, and then there's the one that's
Isn't it mostly the crazy people who are running around with the boobs all over the place?
Oh yeah, no, this one like she's the one that is like a news reporter, and she's like, "So Chuck, get used to the view," and she's talking about the gates, but then she's like, you know, showing her boobs to you, and you know, I don't know, there's a lot going on there, but is it her or is it the one that you try to save at the end from TK?
I think it's the one that you have to save at the end of Dead Rising 2.
Oh man, she stabs you, huh?
So instead of Sully stabbing her, she stabs him.
So do you get to pull her apart in using a helicopter, where you like attach her to a guardrail as the helicopter's lifting her off the roof, and then she like?
I think she ends up in some kind of mech in the fun fair and attacks you with different carousels and things. It gets weird near the end.
Was she using the mech suit in Dead Rising 4, or was it like a precursor?
No, it's
different one.
It's basically a fun fair ride.
Fanfare what? Fanfare item?
No, like the horses that go up and down that you sit on, and roller coasters and stuff like that.
Like merry-go-round?
Yep, she transforms a merry-go-round into a mech or something.
That sounds fantastic.
It gets really crazy near the end there.
Are we sure she's not the lady that had the cure earlier? Is she? That's just not going to share it?
It's not the same lady.
Okay. Now, I hear that Chuck does make an appearance, that he's like on a motorcycle. He's the guy that you kill on the motorcycle.
Yep, Chuck is replaced with one of the bosses. So you see Chuck's daughter has been killed, and he pretends that a doll is Katie, I think her name is, and he is really crazy and very drunk, and then you have to fight him while he's riding his motorcycle.
So, how does this tie to... Oh, I guess you already said it doesn't, but it's kind of an elephant in the room is if you kill Chuck in Dead Rising 2, that doesn't really make sense. And if his daughter is dead, that doesn't make number 3 make much sense, right?
Yeah, they basically made the same game. They made some improvements, changed the story just a bit. It's very much the same story, just with a few tweaks here and there.
Now, the achievements I hear are easier on this game.
Yes, they are. They are very much easier than Dead Rising 2.
I haven't said Dark 2K10 in a while, so he's we're supposed to go through this game later, and he was telling me all this stuff, so that's why I knew about Chuck. I just didn't. He didn't tell me about the backstabbing woman. Man, changes everything. How could she?
It changes something. That's why they did it, so that they could have something to present to the player that was playing the same game one more time, just with a different protagonist.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, this game has one difficult achievement. Well, one annoying achievement, which is kind of funny. The very first survivor that you can rescue.
Oh yeah,
you have
talked
to
about that.
bring her through the entire game.
Denise, I think it is. And Denise
Yep.
at the lady at I remember talking about that. So
basically, we have to dedicate an entire playthrough to shepherding this poor lady around the entire game.
I'm not sure I said it, but she's the lady that you say from the thugs in the drugstore at the very beginning of the game. Like,
Yes.
So that's quite a long haul there. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's around the 6 hours that you need to. When you need to actually finish the story, you can't just go stand in a corner. You actually have to play through the game with her the entire time.
I guess we haven't mentioned Snowflake. You gotta mention Snowflake. I mean, that's really the unsung hero of this game. Snowflake being the tiger that you have to tame. Man, he can kill some zombies, man. Like, you put him as your wingman, and you just go through the game, never go back to the safe house, and yeah, that's what's up. But you have to get Snowflake tamed, which is a process in itself to learn the trick to how to do that. And once you do that, you are able to get the Father of the Year achievement by giving Katie a bunch of crap that she doesn't need. So yeah, and then I never understood why she wanted like that weird painting that you can only get in that one survivor's room, where I mean it's just a painting. I don't know why a little kid would want some weird painting. And does she really need more animatronic plush animals? I mean, does she really need all those? Like 6, 7 of them?
Off the record actually requires you to kill 100,000 zombies.
Oh jeez, they're just really upping it then. Yeah, so we went from 72,000 to 100,000 now, huh?
It's the same strategy as it was in the last game. You just have to do it for way longer. Just get a big vehicle and run through the strip up and down until you hit the number.
There's you have to buy the keys to it. Now also in this game you have the money cheat. There's a couple ones where you have to make a lot of money. You can either stand there and play this one slot, so you have to get the 2 luck magazines, I guess, where it increases your odds of being lucky, whatever. And so you go to this big giant slot machine, and you keep the zombies off you, and you just keep playing it, and you will eventually get the whatever $2 million or whatever it is, or I forget how much money you have to have, but so you can do it that way. And if you have money not being an issue, then you can go buy the keys, and then that unlocks the cars that you can drive down the strip and mow down all the zombies and everything. Now, another method I heard about from Dark 2K10, maybe we should have just got him on this podcast. But he was talking to me about how you can bring in luck magazines through co-op, and we kind of showed me how it was done. So you can like bring in so many of them, and then you have an inventory full of luck magazines that you go to buy Zombrex or anything from the vendors, the little heathens that have stores that they sell you the black market items or whatever. And every time you buy something, you actually make money. And so that's another way you can easily do it. So I have not tried that yet, but it's on the to-do list, that method. I did do the slot machine one. That one worked swimmingly. It was a little more tedious than I had hoped, but it got the job done. That was an RTDO one as well.
The girl was called Stacy.
It's not Denise?
Can't see her boobs in this picture, so I don't think she's the boob lady.
Stacy Dead Rising? Alright, I've got to look her up now. Alright, let me punch her into the interwebs here. I'm not going to search for
Stacy with EY.
So I should just go to the Bing and type in Stacy's boobs.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, let's see if it takes me right to it. All right. And also, those who are fans of the series, the Dead Rising wiki is a pretty cool place. It has like all the different characters and stuff. Oh man, Stacy? Yeah, that's the girl that helps you the whole time. Yeah. Wow, yeah, I see her. Yeah, she kind of makes a heel turn. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's not the boob lady, man. That's the other one.
Yeah, I'll have to look up the boob lady later. I'm sure I'll just Bing boob lady and find her.
Why can you? Oh, here she is. Rebecca Chang. Yeah, Rebecca Chang. That's the boob lady.
Oh, the reporter. Okay.
I told you it was a reporter. Come on, Waka. The newscaster lady. Yeah.
Totally blanked on her earlier. Now I have some idea who she was.
Yeah, sure you did. Yeah, that's a terrible scene. Yeah.
So in 2013, they released Dead Rising 3 for the Xbox one of the launch titles.
Oh yeah.
I did not like this entry at all.
What?
There's something about this.
San Andreas, man. Welcome to hell. Golly, man, that is a launch title for the Xbox One. Oh man, what is there not to like about this game? And they just kept releasing DLC after DLC, no load screens.
Yeah, they had a really big game world and no fast travel, and everything took forever to do. And it was super linear.
Full immersion, man.
You didn't have to help any of the survivors, just do some tasks and then they help themselves.
Yeah, man, that was the best. You didn't have to take them anywhere and... Man, no load screens, man. They got rid of the load screens. It was huge.
Yeah, that's good because the load screens can actually be a real pain on the Xbox 360 versions.
Man, I'm going to have to definitely disagree with you on this one. Man, I love this game. It's still my favorite Xbox One game.
Yeah, you play as the mechanic Nick Ramos, who turns out to be one of the children that was infected by zombies and by Carlito Keys from the very first game.
Jeez, man, I don't remember any of that.
Before unleashing the zombie beast on Willamette, he had infected 50 children and sent them out over the United States through adoption.
Oh.
So they were more or less time bombs that caused outbreaks around the country.
Oh, that does sound familiar. It's been a while since I played it. Probably 2013.
Nick was one of the kids, but somehow he's immune to zombism, and they use him to make a proper cure for everyone.
What was it there? Something about how all the main characters all have names that are one syllable and end with a K. So you had Frank, Chuck, now you got Nick. And so, I don't know, I just random trivia. I just remembered that for some reason. And I thought I'd share it. You're welcome.
Well, thanks for that.
Now, the bosses in this game, man. How do you not enjoy some of the bosses in this game? Oh, man. You got to start with Dylan, that son of a bitch. I mean, he was that. I mean, that's got to be like top 5 of all time of, Dead Rising psychopaths. And he is the guy that kills you with his flamethrower dildo. Is that? I don't know. It's like he has it attached on his groin, and it shoots either fire or ice, depending if you get hit with the blue ball or the red ball. Is that an accurate description?
That's an accurate description.
Okay, so let's make sure. Then you got Darlene, right? You got Darlene. I think I mentioned her. I think I've mentioned both these on VSS at some point, but Darlene being the...
Is she the glutton that
yes.
won't allow you to eat her food?
Right, yeah. She'll kill you with a spork and all that. And yeah, she was on the childhood obesity list on the first time around, yeah. So, yeah, that's quite an honor.
Sounds likely. Yeah, she's quite a character.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of characters in this game that are fantastic, but I enjoyed this game immensely. And like I said, it looks like that you have to, I don't remember this, but you have to kill 100,004 zombies.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to get a lot of kills in this game since you
sure.
There's no time limit anymore, and you can just go through the highways and you'll end up with so many kills.
Now, this is the game where they first introduced, because Nick, he's a mechanic, and he has the ability to make basically combo weapons out of vehicles. So before you had the combo weapons with Chuck and everything where you just combining weapons together. But in this one, you got vehicles and then you add some stuff to them, and all of a sudden you got these like motorcycles with just huge buzzsaws on the front of them. You got all kinds of vehicles. You have to be able to complete all the vehicles as well. But that was kind of a cool little thing that they added with that. So I enjoyed that. The vehicles that allowed you to get those kills quickly.
The left 100,004 dead. That's another nod to Left 4 Dead.
Is there like an achievement in Left 4 Dead for 200,008 or something?
No, but the game is called Left 4 Dead, and this one is called Left 100,004 Dead.
Oh, I see what they did there. I'm a little slow there. Yeah, I thought maybe you killed 100,004 and you left 100,004. Yeah. I just kind of added it. It's math. There's one for 72,000 as well. Yeah, I'm sure there's some other ones that scroll down here, but yeah.
Yeah, but those kills are a lot easier. When I played this game, I actually encountered a glitch where the zombies stopped attacking me. So I could just play through the game without either psychopaths or zombies trying to hurt me. So I could just move around
is that a common glitch?
As I wanted. I know, I've never heard anyone else get it, but in one of my, I think it was my second playthrough, I did almost everything, all the collectibles and everything without having to worry about getting attacked, because the zombies they didn't do anything. The psychopaths just stood there and let me beat them to death.
They knew you were Angel Waka, man. Nobody wants to tangle with that.
I must have changed the toggle where they were no longer aggressive or something. I have no idea what happened, but I'm kind of glad it happened, because it got a lot easier to do all the collectibles.
Yeah, I imagine so. This game also, for me, since I actually liked this game, it was really cool because they came out with all this DLC for it. It really was heavy in the DLC where they released, looks like Operation Broken Eagle and Fallen Angel and all this other stuff that were just DLC for it, where you had these different characters that you encountered throughout. That was kind of their little story. I think they were characters from it, right? I don't remember that 100%.
Yeah, I think they were. And then they added the Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha.
Oh man, yeah. That's the one I just recently finished. So if you look on my tag, it has the penultimate achievement I got on November 2nd, 2014. And then 5 years later, on August 19th, I got that one. So there you go.
Well done. It's a
got the completion.
It's a tough game to complete. It's not a very Elroy game to complete.
This was probably the tail end. Dead Rising 3 was probably the tail end. After Dead Rising 3, I went into an Ass Creed mode where I played through the entire series of that for and then at that point I started becoming an achievement hunter. Yeah, so there you go. So that's like 2014, 15, something like that. Maybe 16. I don't know. It's probably pretty obvious if I look at my tag. But yeah, this one definitely holds a soft spot in my heart. So it pains me. I mean, it causes me physical pain to know that Angel Waka does not like Dead Rising 3.
I was disappointed by it. I liked the earlier games far more than I liked 3. And then it took 2 years, and for some reason they made 2 more Dead Rising movies. One called Watchtower and one called Endgame. And the less said about those, the better. So let's move to Dead Rising 4.
Are they worse than the Rising Sun?
They are probably better.
Oh, okay.
But that doesn't say much.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
I remember seeing one of them, and Frank West is on a TV show commenting on the outbreak that is occurring.
Oh, well, that seems like it makes sense.
And he's being a real ass, as he should.
And is that Watchtower? Is that Endgame?
Dead Rising Watchtower, I believe. I don't think I've seen Endgame.
Oh, Dead Rising Watchtower. Yep. Oh, they got that one guy.
Yep.
Oh, what the heck's that guy's name?
The president on 24.
Oh man, I know him. He's the guy that's on Fox Sport, not Fox Sports. NFL. Rob Riggle. That's it. The pregame show for Fox Sunday. I think it's Fox. It might be CBS. I don't know. But Rob Riggle, he's playing Frank West. Oh man, I gotta check this out. Rob Riggle is Frank West.
We're here to talk about your experience at Willamette and to hopefully offer people some kind of advice or hope.
How much hope do they have? You're basically Sorry, but you are.
That's great. Your book must have just been one page. You're basically is basically all it said.
No, it's a lot of pages. It's
a lot. You must be 100 times.
That's
all right. That's it. Let's take a break from this informative chat with Frank West.
They had a lot more pages than it just didn't say that. There were tons of words.
That's classic. Good times, man.
Yeah, he is just the real ass and probably the best thing about the movie.
Yeah, this one's got a 5.2. There you go. What's the other one called? Endgame?
Yep. And
they must have made money. They must have made money off of it.
I think they made them at the same time because they are supposedly connected. The other movie just picks up where the first one ended.
Ooh, yeah. That one's got a 4.7. Oof.
Yeah, apparently it was a Crackle exclusive. And I've never heard of Crackle before. It's some kind of streaming service.
Oh, there you go. Crackle away. All right. Rob Riggle, man. Fantastic. Well, I guess that takes us to 4 then, right? I'm sorry. I bogged you down in that.
It does. Dead Rising 4 is the most Christmassy game that is released on the Xbox ecosystem. There is no other game which leans so heavily into Christmas, even though Frank himself apparently hates Christmas.
We'll just pretend that the long reach around doesn't exist then. That's all about Christmassy. Yeah, it's kind of like the Die Hard of the Christmas video games. You know, like a lot of people don't think Die Hard is an actual Christmas movie. I mean, it is, but a lot of people don't think it is. And so I'd say the long reach around is kind of that for a video game.
Well, the backstory of Dead Rising 4 is that everyone has been cured of zombieism. The world is safe. There has been no zombies sighted for over a year. Then Frank West, who's a professor at some university, gets dragged into a military installation by one of his students. They discover a new kind of zombie. An outbreak starts. Frank is blamed for it and goes and hides under a rock. Changes his name to Hank East.
For real?
Yep.
But I don't remember that.
And Hank East is a reference.
Wait. Okay, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hank East is a reference to Saints Row 3 made a Dead Rising parody and called one of the characters Hank East that was supposed to be Frank West.
Oh.
So they just stole the name.
That's funny.
Yes. So by now, Frank is in his mid-50s. For some reason, he sounds way younger and he acts way more childish. Guess that's what happens when you survive 3 zombie outbreaks.
I didn't like this. I didn't like the student at all. I'll be honest. I thought she was annoying, and I did like, however, that Frank was so big into mini golf. I guess that was just a tie-in to get for the DLC when it eventually came out. But he's always talking about going and playing miniature golf, and I've never seen that side of Frank.
I think he only mentions it in the opening where he is tricked. The student claims that they are going to go play mini golf, but instead they end up in Willamette.
No, he says at least twice more. I don't know. I mean, it was obviously it was mentioned more because they had Super Ultra Dead Rising 4 mini golf. I mean,
where are we going anyway?
Just hear me out.
You said we were going to go play mini golf.
Respectfully, Professor, I can't actually believe you fell for that.
I love mini golf.
It had to have been mentioned more than once.
Well, probably.
I might
the thing is that they made a DLC that was called Super Ultra Dead Rising 4 Mini Golf. but it's not actually
Yeah.
mini golf. It's more real golf, but with zombies.
Oh,
Your balls pulse electricity and murder zombies as you try to find the hole.
well, I don't mean to brag, but yeah, pretty much. Oh God, you okay?
Is that my lung?
Cool. Oof, man.
Good thing I have two. I had two, at least.
Yeah.
The golf DLC is it's decent, but it's golf, and it's way too long. It's around 8 to 10 hours just to get all the achievements from that, and you have played most of what it has to offer after 2. So it's just a boring grind to get enough currency to buy everything you want from the shop.
Yeah, I don't foresee myself playing that. I kind of really let off on this game. I can see that at this point, the achievement hunting was too much for me to overcome actually playing a real game. So I haven't gotten a lot of this game.
We'll get back to that soon. But first, I just want to mention that in Dead Rising 4, they changed the voice actor for Frank, and that was very divisive. Personally, I just got back. I started playing it again, and it's actually more fun than I remember. I think people are giving this game a much harder time just because they expect it to be more Dead Rising, but it's more or less its own thing. It hasn't that much in common with the previous games other than the story.
Where they lost me is where they killed Frank. I'm sorry. That not cool, man. Where they had Frank fall into a pit of zombies and
the game ends with this is something I really don't like. The game ends with Frank dying, and then they added the DLC where he came back as a zombie and then made him human again.
No thanks. Yeah, once they killed him, I was out. I was like, oh, I'm out. I'm done. So I haven't touched the game since.
I actually really liked the ending where they killed him and then they blew it by reviving him.
The movie would have been much better if he had pulled the student out of the helicopter and threw her into the zombies and then got on the helicopter himself and got out of there and went and played mini golf. No, I could have got with that ending. I guess I'm alone in that. The bosses for this one, they keep mentioning the Christmas theme. So there's one where you actually get to kill Santa. That was kind of cool.
Yes, the sadistic Santa Claus. I think they just call him sadistic Claus. Unfortunately, there's really no setup for them at all. You just go into the area and instead of a cutscene or anything to explain what's going on, you just get attacked by Santa Claus and a bunch of weirdly dressed elves.
Yes, it's fantastic.
And all of the psychopaths are in that manner. You just get into an area, you get attacked by something that's dressed in a weird way. There's one that's a American footballer. There's another one with a pumpkin on his head, but that's more or less it. They have no personality at all.
Yeah, they're not, firing fire and ice out of their crotch area or anything like that.
No, they're really boring compared to the earlier psychopaths.
How'd you feel about the exosuit?
I didn't like the exosuit either. It does take place a few years into the future, but it just wasn't very fun to use.
Well, it's like you use it and then it breaks within 10 seconds, it seems. I mean, it was really fast.
There's really crappy batteries on those things.
Yeah, man. They need to work on that. I mean, it seems like they would have got that out in the prototype stage, but
they are practically prototypes that they are using.
Yeah.
There are some exosuits that you can find around the world, and when you have them on, you can pick up things that you couldn't do otherwise. Mm-hmm. And you can pick up cars and hit people over the head with them,
or lampposts become clubs and things like that.
Yeah, the battery drains so fast on those things; they are not very useful. And the game itself is so easy, at least on normal difficulty. It's ridiculously easily compared to the previous games.
Yeah, this one, but yet for a lot of this stuff, the TA is pretty high on it. Have you had the completion on this?
No. But it is in Game Pass, and so it's very inflated. the add-ons, the mini golf and Frank Rising final episode is very inflated, but the biggest chunk of score that is actually useful in G-Task is the Capcom Heroes title update. Have you touched this at all?
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
What's
going on with
19 achievements worth 500 gamer score and 3,200 TA. The estimate is around 8 to 10 hours, so that's some pretty good TA difference.
What is this? It's title update. So, okay.
If you have Game Pass, you can jump immediately into this title update, and what it is the normal game, but they've made some changes. Instead of being able to pick up things and hoard a bunch of food, you are given a set number of costumes that you can change between with fixed movesets, all taken from Capcom's history. So you can turn into Arthur from Ghost and Goblins, or the clown from Dead Rising 1.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, we talked about that guy.
You can also play as Kami, the Street Fighter with no pants.
I see Ryu, Mega Man.
Yep.
Dante, is that from Dante's Inferno? I see. Oh, M. Bison.
It's from Devil May Cry.
I never played that.
Jill Valentine, Amaterasu.
There you go.
This is the same event as in the main game. You just have a different moveset, and you can't pick up things in an environment other than food.
So you gotta go find. It says something about finding the stars or something like that. So you gotta.
Yeah, there are collectibles for unlocking a few of the costumes. Many of them you get for.
Oh, I see. There's
progressing through the game.
So for someone like me who's already played through this game and beaten the game and hasn't played it for a while, would the progress I've already made, like when I boot this game up, is it going to like unlock a bunch of stuff? Or
no, it's a separate mode. So you start from level 1 again, but it really doesn't make much difference. I've almost finished it, and if you do not bother with the cutscenes, I think you can have most of this done in 6-7 hours.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a good reason to pick it back up.
So this might be a good option, even if you haven't played the game before. You can start.
Does Frank die in this one?
You can just go immediately to Capcom Heroes.
Is it like playing the entire game itself, or what?
Yep, it's the entire game. There's even an achievement for completing the story in Capcom Heroes mode, and that one is worth 100 gamer score and 639 TA. So that's not bad at all.
Man, may have to go back. I mean, I've already played the game, so yeah, pretty handy dandy there.
So that's actually useful for G-Task. The rest of the games are not. They are rather time consuming, and the TA is surprisingly low for what they have you do.
Well, that's a good little tip. I had not even noticed that. I saw that the TA for this game was just outrageous, like 8,834 for a 2,150 gamer score. So I figured something was going on that I didn't know about.
Yeah, the Dead Rising 2 off the record has a achievement for killing 100,000 zombies, and you'd expect that to be a rather rare achievement, but it's only a 3 ratio.
Oh, jeez.
So people that play these games, they tend to finish them.
Man, you're just rubbing it in, aren't you? Oh, man. I guess I need to get back to Dead Rising 4, maybe go play some Case West, and... oh, wait, no, not Case West. What's the other one called?
Rising Sun.
I don't remember. The one with this... not the Rising Sun. Oh, yeah, it is Case West, yeah. Case Zero, or is it Case Zero? I can't remember which one it is.
Well, you're done with Case Zero.
Oh, okay, so it's Case West. I get them confused. What does this all mean, Waka? Tie it all together for us.
Yeah, if you're an achievement hunter that's purely in it for the gamer score, do not bother with the Dead Rising series. If you're in the G-Task and want quick score, well, it's basically only Capcom Heroes title update for Dead Rising 4 that's useful for you. But if you want some real achievements that are unique and, well, there's really nothing like them. They are diverse, they are creative, and they are a real challenge. Then you might want to play these games, because I really like them. You really like them.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's for me, I guess Dead Rising's kind of followed my whole gaming arc. You know, I started off with Dead Rising, and it's kind of come and gone. Now I'm kind of a different gamer than I was back then, and by kind of I mean completely. Yeah, I guess having this Dead Rising 4 little jewel that I haven't gotten to for that stupid G-test tourney thing, maybe that would bring it full circle again. So I may rediscover my joy of Dead Rising, or I might not.
Yep.
Could go either way, I guess.
Dead Rising 4 is way different than the others in the series. It's way more accessible in both good and bad ways. The rest of the series actually they are very demanding. You have to play for a considerable time. You can't have a bunch of distractions going, because you'll need to focus to be able to get all the achievements without messing them up. In the early games you only had one save slot, so if you messed up you had to replay the game so you could restart it.
That's a really good point, actually. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, you can't just pick it up and go with it, kind of a thing. Those other ones with those different countdown when you were on the clock. I don't know. I didn't like the clock.
I like the clock, but I probably couldn't stand it today with my limited game time.
Yeah.
3 and 4 does not have the same time pressure on you as the earlier games had, but they are so very different. And Dead Rising 4 was released in a very bad state. It had plenty of bugs, was broken in so many ways, and it still is. But it's not going to set fire on your Xbox anymore, like it might have done earlier. Any last words?
Well, I appreciate you having me on for a wonderful, just on the edge of your seat, Dead Rising breakdown of the entire series. I didn't think it was possible to do it in, 2 hours or however long we've been talking. But there you go. If you want to come back and talk some Dead Island, just let me know.
Have a nice day, everyone.
I'm done talking.